Welcome to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, America West, and it is Fury football. Hello, everybody. Mark Champion, and it is good to be back with you on Fox Sports Detroit. The first ever regular season meeting between the Detroit Fury and the Arizona Rattlers, a team that was in the Arena Bowl last year. Alongside me again, and good to have him, Jim Brandstetter.
And Mark, it's good to be with you out here in the Valley of the Sun for some Friday night football.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Normally, when you have a coaching change, same players and new coach, but for the Detroit Fury, it's been new coach, new players, only 2 holdovers. But you look at the standings, and the Detroit Fury stand in first place at 3-2.
And really, you got to give Al Luginbill all the credit in the world. Coming in here in the first year, basically revamping the entire Fury roster. Just 2 players, as you mentioned, remain. But one key guy that he brought in with him was quarterback Andy Kelly, the Arena League's all-time leading quarterback. That right there gave Al Luginbill a leg up on rebuilding this franchise.
Yeah, a lot of credibility, certainly, and Andy Kelly is one of those veteran quarterbacks who's not surprised by all of this.
I don't think there's any doubt. I think from the first game we felt that, and obviously there was a lot of question marks, and we weren't exactly sure because we were almost like an expansion team. But the good thing is we had guys that came together that have been on good teams before. A few young guys mixed in, and I think the experience, the players that we had that have experience really helped move those guys along, and we kind of gelled early.
Well, Andy Kelly has gelled, and so has the offense. And, of course, anytime you got a veteran quarterback, good things are generally going to happen.
Well, absolutely. And Andy Kelly's the kind of guy that gives a team immediate credibility. One, because, let's face it, he's one of the best in arena football ever. He leads the arena football in 4 categories passing. And the beauty of him and what he gives to a young team is poise. Look at that, a man in his face. He has the patience to wait, gets the ball out for a big play. Here out of the pocket, rolling to his right, but patient to find the open guy. And there it is, one of the great stats you see. Andy Kelly, all-time leading passer in AFL history. And a guy he sees tonight across the line of scrimmage, Mark, is number 3 in the same 4 career categories. So we have got a game tonight with 2 of the bright shining stars of this league ever since its inception.
Yeah, Cedric Bonner, of course, is the quarterback for Arizona. He's a lefty. Now, he has missed a couple of games with a right shoulder injury, but he's healthy again, and those are the numbers last week.
And the beauty about Cedric Bonner, as you take a look at him, he is a big athletic guy, but he puts the ball in the right spots. Here on the run, great arm, gets it downfield deep into the end zone in the only place where his guy can catch the ball. A veteran guy, knows where to put the ball, knows how to play this game, the arena game, and gets it done almost every night.
And there's a great 1-2 punch with Arizona. Hunky Cooper, who's still getting it done. A great kick return man, although he's not doing that anymore, but he can still make a lot of big plays.
And part of what you need in any team is a guy that's your go-to guy emotionally, okay? And Hunky Cooper is a veteran guy who Al Luginbill says is the heart and soul of this Arizona Rattler team. That's coming from the opposing coach. So you know that Hunky Cooper is a special kind of player for Danny White's Arizona Rattlers. Veteran, doesn't make mistakes, but keeps this team in every game with his attitude.
Well, this could be a statement game for Al Luginbill and the Detroit Fury tonight to win on the road against the team that was in the Arena Bowl last year. It's all coming up. Stay with us. The Detroit Fury and the Arizona Rattlers, Friday night football.
And now the toughest leg of the strongman competition, Norm, the Bud Light Industrial Fridge Pull.
Jim, that's 1,000 pounds of pure hernia that they'll try to drag across.
Sorry to interrupt, Norm, but it looks like a fan from the stands has stolen the Bud Light. Oh! A huge hit from out of nowhere. And this guy's got the foot speed to take this thing all the way. Oh, man!
Coming, bro!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Okay, who's the hero?
Make it a Bud Light.
Think forward first, whatever you do, wherever you go, go for the best. And think forward first, think about you, don't settle for less. Get a whole lot more now when you think forward
matter?
I got a flat.
I'll fix it.
No way.
Why not?
Are you an ASE certified mechanic?
No.
You got Kelly, Goodyear, and Michelin in stock?
No.
What gives? I don't want no-name tires between me and the road. I'm going to Bell Tire.
There's just one place to go for name brand tires at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Bell Tire, Bell Tire. Where do they learn to talk like that?
Bell Tire.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now, KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by today and get a 2-piece extra crispy leg and thigh deal with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit for only $1.99. Or get a 10-piece bucket of extra crispy for only $7.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
When injuries occur on the field or on the job, call the St. John Macomb Hospital team in Warren into action for you. We have assembled an experienced, caring team of orthopedic surgeons and other healthcare professionals and state-of-the-art diagnostics and treatment facilities to focus on one goal, getting you back to work or play quickly and safely. To call the St. John Macomb Hospital team into action, call the St. John Physician Finder.
Detroit Fury football is brought to you by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. Check out the current offers at the Metro Detroit Ford dealers website, www.forddirect.com. By Bell Tire. Nobody comes close. Nobody's closer. And by KFC. There's fast food, then there's KFC.
Let's take a look at our injury report brought to you by St. John Macomb Hospital in Warren. The Fury, of course, losing Junior Lord to that pinched nerve, and he was a go-to guy for Andy Kelly. And then they lose Richard Jones as well, so a couple of key injuries there for Al Luganville and the Detroit Fury. Also, the Arizona injury report. The healthy guy back for him, of course, is Cedric Bonner, who had hurt his right shoulder. Now, with Junior Lord out, the replacement at the offensive specialist will be a veteran player in Thomas Bailey. It's his first appearance this season, but he's hung in there. He was Grand Rapids' leader in this all-time in scoring and touchdowns and 338 career receptions. So he will be a factor in this game tonight.
And out here in Arizona, Mark.
The point toss was conducted by this guy.
Central Michigan graduate Dan Marley.
Thunder Dan.
All right, who has made a home, of course, here in the Valley of the Sun. Did a great job for the Phoenix Suns playing basketball, and, of course, is from the northern part of the state of Michigan and went to school at Central, and I'm sure he's got pleasant memories of his days as a Chippewa.
Yeah, Jim, his jersey's going to be right there next to Kevin Johnson. So congratulations to him. He could knock down those threes. You know?
I'll tell you what, when he was younger too, he could run the floor.
Our coach is Al Luganville in his first season as a Fury head coach, former assistant at Arizona State, by the way. And of course, on the other side for Arizona is Danny White in his 12th season. He is an AFL Hall of Famer. He was a quarterback at Arizona State University, so kind of a interesting connection there between those two. So the Detroit Fury will receive to get this thing underway. The kicker is Nelson Garner, who missed 2 extra points and a field goal in the final play of regulation in Dallas's loss last week, and he took personal blame for all of that. So we're underway. Our first regular season meeting between these two, and a line drive kick, kind of a knuckleball that goes underneath the netting. And of course, any football goes into the stands. The fans get to keep it.
A good kick, because when you look at Ron Carpenter back there for the Fury, averaging 25 yards per kickoff return. So that kick going into the stands forces the Fury to start with a long way to go at the 5-yard line.
With Andy Kelly at quarterback, the veteran. Went over 25,000 yards passing, the first AFL quarterback ever to do that, and he sits atop the all-time list. Trying to get the 4th win of the year, beginning at the 5-yard line. Herman Bell, the motion man, and, oh my, Andy Kelly has to call a timeout before the first play is run, and Tom Luganville not real happy, his offensive coordinator, about that situation. Well, let's take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Bud Light. Andy Kelly's numbers on the year. What a change from last year's quarterbacking. 31 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. We mentioned Thomas Bailey, the offensive specialist. Marcus Nash coming along, a rookie wide receiver, part of the Tennessee connection, Kelly and Nash. And the line, John McCall of Troy High School. So Big John in there playing well.
Key guy for the Fury up front will be the center. Yarnell is going to have to do a good job against the very good defensive pass rush team in Arizona. Even though they don't have a lot of sacks, they're still pretty good pass rush outfit.
So after the unforeseen timeout, we finally get things underway. Kelly, look out, almost intercepted. Ricky Parker, who played for Al Luganville at San Diego State, also in Amsterdam and at the XFL, almost came up with the pick. Let's take a look at our defensive starters, brought to you by Bud Light. The aforementioned Ricky Parker, dangerous man back there. Randy Gatewood, possession receiver, as well as a good defensive back. He's learned that position well, along with Hunky Cooper. And the big fellas up front. Kelly down the right sideline, Marcus Nash. Marcus Nash, who's got great size at 6'3", Jim, and he picked on Kelvin Hunter, who's only 5'9".
Well, the beauty of the play is it's a straight fly route where Nash just uses his speed to get behind Hunter. Nothing fancy regarding the pattern. Look at this. Outside go, and this big Marcus Nash just outruns Hunter to the football. And Kelly did a nice job putting a lot of arc on it, letting Nash run underneath the route.
His 20th catch of the year for Marcus Nash. Last week he had 6 for 86 and 4 touchdowns. Kelly to throw to the end zone to Marcus Nash, and it's a touchdown.
Give all the credit for that score to the offensive line on that play. There was all kinds of time, great protection for Andy Kelly as he just continues to add to his records. Nash stayed with the route, coming across the middle. He's the man in motion, but look at the pocket. All the time in the world. Nobody gets a sniff of Kelly, and you can't ask Hunter or any defensive back in this league to stay that long with one receiver.
Marcus Nash, a first-round draft pick in the National Football League by Denver, traded to Miami, then went to Baltimore. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings as the extra point is up and good. Todd Lotterette with the extra point. So just like that, regardless of the timeout problem, the Fury make it count. Lead it 7-0.
Introducing 54321, the show that brings you inside the world of extreme sports. Experience Hollywood's biggest night live on E!
We have stars, stars, stars.
Catch Jonah Melissa for exclusive red carpet reactions.
Ooh.
Then log on to E! Online and rank the stars.
Sorry, I'm too Hollywood for you right now.
Watch our live coverage of the 2003 Academy Awards. Sunday, March 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on E! The leader in award show coverage.
Watch us on E! Live from the red carpet of the Academy Awards.
Right here on Dish Network.
Welcome back to America West Arena in Phoenix, and Detroit scores on its first possession. Andy Kelly and Marcus Nash, the Tennessee connection, hook up for the opening score at a 7-0 lead. Not a bad way to get things going on the road.
Well, the touchdown really, again, was the great protection that the line gave Kelly, and a good job by Nash, really making a break on a good route right over the middle and finding some space, and Kelly was able to get it to him.
Lotterette kicks it off the mid-net, and we get a whistle. Be a touchback. So the Arizona Rattlers will take it over at the 5-yard line. Starting lineups from Bud Light. Number 13's the quarterback, Cedric Bonner. 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Missed a couple of games because of a right shoulder sprain. That's his off shoulder. But he's back now. Big fullback. They can run the ball occasionally. Bo Kelly is an excellent one. Chris Horn is their dangerous man. Gatewood their possession receiver. Well, boy, what's going on?
Ball start right off the, yeah.
Both teams having problems getting their first play run.
Boy, after the first play timeout by Kelly on Detroit's first possession, they just were like a house of fire getting that ball downfield for an opening score.
The penalty against the Fury, and they pick up the penalty. Let's take a look at the defensive starters. Ron Carpenter, good specialist. Kelly Snell taking over at the defensive specialist spot. Marcus Nash still learning to play that linebacker position. He played it in high school. He said that's the last time he's ever played defense.
Well, that linebacker spot is just one of those positions where he has to stay inside the box and use his height to jump around and try to bat balls down, but he will not be involved in coverage.
One thing about these defensive linemen, with the exception of the centers, all the linemen were defensive linemen. And the lefty flings one out, completes it to Hunky Cooper up near the 25-yard line, and Hunky Cooper, who holds all sorts of records as a kick returner, is 4th in AFL history in pass receptions as well, now 658.
Good protection again, and look at Hunky Cooper, just a crossing route in front of Herman Bell, the Fury secondary man. Good break across the ball, and then as he made the break across the middle of the field, see how he exploded out of the break, and he put Bell a step behind, and Bonner got him the football.
So 1st and 10 for the Rattlers from midfield, and Cedric Bonner, a lot of protection, fires and overthrows the intended receiver, incomplete. Carpenter on the coverage on Chris Horn, who is their go-to man out of Rocky Mountain, a 2-year man. He had a terrific year last year, 101 catches, 1,300 plus yards, and 29 touchdowns. They really like him.
He's got speed to burn, and Al Luganbill feels that this guy is one of the top 2 or 3 offensive players in the league. That's high praise indeed with some of the offensive talent that is around the Arena Football League this year.
Cedric Bonner, last couple of games, has passed for 647 yards and 15 touchdowns, so he has been in rhythm. Back to throw here. Ball is deflected and incomplete.
Looked like McCall got his hands up and got that one, didn't he?
Small John or Marcus Nash. Yeah, it was Nash.
It was Nash.
Yeah. Nash at 6'3", Jim.
He's in that Jill linebacker position now. He can't move out of the box, but that's it. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get in a passing lane if he can, use his height, and try to anticipate where the ball's going, get a hand on it, and knock it down.
So big 3rd down play coming up, a 7-0 Detroit lead. Bonner in the pocket, slings one sidearm to Hunky Cooper.
That's going to be short of the first down.
Sure is. A couple of yards shy of the first down. Hunky Cooper has his 2nd catch of this opening series.
They really running the ball to Cooper. They feel they've got a good matchup working against Bell. And you can see Bell covering again, but a good job of nothing after the catch. As Bell drills him into the boards, will Danny White and Cedric Bonner roll the dice on 4th down? Got a yard to go? And yes, I believe they will roll the dice and try to get a first down out of this, or even bigger, a score.
Matt Kenley has to come in. John McCall limped off the field for the Detroit Fury. They're going for it. Pitch back, and it is bobbled, picked up by Horn as nobody was able to penetrate, and Chris Horn is able to get the first down at the 14-yard line.
Boy, what a bounce for the Arizona Rattlers, huh?
Well, I'll say he's smiling, and he should be.
Well, take a look at the bounce of the ball. On the ground and right back to Horn, who turns it upfield and is able to get the yard for the first down. And again, the key is the blocking at the point of attack. If the Fury had a man upfield and in contain, they wouldn't have been able to get outside, and that bounce of the ball would have hurt them. As it is, it didn't.
I think that had to surprise them. That's only Horn's 3rd run of the year. There's one to the end zone for Horn, and he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. Cedric Bonner slings that one to Chris Horn for the touchdown.
And it's a post corner route that Horn runs, and he actually splits 2 defenders. Watch him up at the top of the screen. Now breaks it off to the corner, and Cedric Bonner right there with the football. And we are an extra point away from being tied up here at America West Arena.
8th touchdown catch for Horn and the 17th of the year for Cedric Bonner. And now the extra point by Garner. And we are tied up. 7:43 to go in the opening quarter, and we got a dandy in Phoenix, all even at 7.
Max, you're killing me.
Hey, everybody jamming. Hey, man. She jamming? They jamming too. Can a brother get a Bud Light, man?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
There are moments in our lives that give us pride, hope, and promise for the future. That's why at TNC Federal Credit Union, our business isn't just about money. It's about people. TNC Federal Credit Union, serving all people who live or work in Oakland County.
Arena football. Knockdown, drag out, Detroit Fury style. Order your tickets now and feel the heat. High scoring. Touchdown Fury! Bone jarring. Non-stop action. So close you might as well join the team. Feel the Fury and get your seat for the hottest game in town. Detroit Fury football is presented by your Metro Detroit Ford dealer. The Fury take on the New York Dragons Sunday, March 16th at noon. The first 3,000 fans get a quarterback Andy Kelly bobblehead. Courtesy of Ticketmaster.
We are tied at 7 at America West. Here's the touchdown by Arizona, and here are the 2 key players on defense for the Fury. Back here, it's Snell. He takes a step back this way, and then he's done, because Carpenter has to come up this way and take a man running into the flat. In the meantime, watch Horn right here, and then Cedric Bonner is able to get him the football. See that open area? And Carpenter too late to get back. Just like that, Arizona ties it up.
Ron Carpenter ready to accept the kick from Garner. A 7-7 game. High kick, very good kick. Off the high net, Carpenter from the 5. He's had one back for a touchdown this year. Gets it up to the 14-yard line. Well, this week on ACC Sunday Night Hoops, it's the 13th ranked Maryland Terrapins taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. Coverage begins Sunday night following the Pistons-Warriors game right here on Fox Sports Net. Well, it's a great time of year for college basketball. March Madness fast approaching. So Andy Kelly already a touchdown pass on the night from the 14-yard line. Veteran fires, and it is caught at the 20-yard line, and they're going to rule contact made at the 20. Jason Kaiser on the end of that one. Kaiser was part of that trade. It was kind of interesting how the Fury got Andy Kelly to begin with, Jim.
Kelly was
kind of flexing.
Yeah, he came up lame there a little bit, but he's all right. I think you just need to work it out. Maybe got a twisted ankle or something. He got a hit late. But again, the beauty of this, watch the patience. Veteran quarterback waits just before he gets hit. Gets the ball out to his receiver, Kaiser, who's open, but the patience of the quarterback makes the play.
Kelly came from Dallas last year as he fires into the seats. He came actually with offensive coordinator Tom Luganville. And Kelly was expendable because Dallas decided to go with the young quarterback Jim Kubiak, so they were able to make a deal. And of course, Al Luganville wanted his son, Tom, but Dallas wanted compensation, so they worked out this trade to get Kelly.
It was a really convoluted trade with 4 different people going different places and a coach coming from Dallas to Detroit along with players.
Yeah, Kelly and Kaiser and Norwood all coming over along with Luganville. They sent Arcal Truluck and Shondell Tucker to Dallas. And there's a pass completion down to about the 17-yard line to Ty Grovestein, who's one of the 2 holdovers from Mouse Davis's tenure. as head coach of the Fury. Grosstein really has improved markedly in this his third year.
Well, Grosstein is a former quarterback. We've talked about that a lot, but what he's learning is how to run routes and how to play defense. But the one thing is he brings intensity and he brings his entire game to the field every time he straps on the uniform. That's what Al Luganville loves about him.
He's their second leading receiver coming in. Kelly to the end zone, and a diving effort is incomplete.
Boy, he had him open.
Thomas Bailey.
Yeah, Thomas Bailey was open. He got behind the defense, and Andy Kelly just threw it a little bit too far. Again, in this league, you get the three-step drop. A lot of times you will throw off your back foot. And as you take a look at Ty Grosstein in motion, he's the man that gets banged in the middle. But look at how Bailey is behind his man. Just overthrown a bit by Andy Kelly, and the Fury will try for a three-point field goal.
Well, Lotterette to attempt the three-pointer. It is no good. Putting a foot on it. Went wide to the right.
Well, Lotterette's got a great leg.
Yes, he does.
The one thing that worries Al Luganville is his accuracy. We saw there, he put it over the net, but he just didn't have it on line.
So the Rattlers come up with the stop, and I tell you, in arena football, when you can get a defensive stop, it is
it's huge.
Far more important than it is in the NFL, I guarantee you that. Well, next Sunday, March 16th at 12 noon, the New York Dragons will be in. The first 3,000 fans get the old Andy Kelly bobblehead, courtesy of Ticketmaster. Look at that clean cut. Look at Andy Kelly, All-American boy, isn't he? For tickets, call 248-377-0100 or log on to DetroitFury.com. I particularly like the blonde head of hair. A rather jealous look at it. Here we go. Cedric Bonner slings one, ball deflected, and is it intercepted?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is picked off the deflection by Kelly Snell.
Now, pressure on the quarterback is what it takes, and the Fury this time had the defensive line get up into the face of Bonner. And watch the arms go up. And again, it looked like it was Nash maybe in the middle, I don't know, but Snell gets the deflected ball.
And that is Snell's first interception. He is out of Ferris State and didn't play the first couple of weeks. He got involved in a car accident. His truck rolled over, and luckily he avoided serious injury. Kelly to go for it all on the first play, and it is caught for the touchdown. And that didn't take long.
No, and it's Bailey.
Thomas Bailey, who was just activated for this game.
And Bailey is, the key guy because he takes over for Junior Lord. And again, they're able to get behind the Arizona secondary. Al Luganville felt that the Arizona secondary might have been the best cover unit that he's seen this year. And yet twice in this game, we've seen Fury receivers get behind people.
Lotterette now for the extra point to put the Fury up by a touchdown, and he does. So that really negates the Arizona stop as they turn the ball over, and Andy Kelly makes him pay for it. So Al Luganville happy in his return to the Phoenix area. The Fury up 14-7.
You're on your way to a better day when you think Ford first. Quality is the reason, and you get the best. Working hard to give you more, cause you want nothing less. Get to the one, your number one Ford dealers. Everyone's got that winning Ford fever. Your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
When my brother needed new tires, I tried to help him out, but he said, "What do you know? You're just a girl." Real mature. So he got stuck with some no-name cheapo tires from a discount tire place. Real smart.
Don't be fooled by discounts. At Bell Tire, get the name brands you want. Names like Goodyear, Michelin, Kelly, and more at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Bill, I know I'm just a girl, but next time, make sure there's a spare in the trunk.
Bell Tire.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now, KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by today and get a 2-piece extra crispy leg and thigh deal with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit for only $1.99. Or get a 10-piece bucket of extra crispy for only $7.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
To America West Arena as the Detroit Fury has taken a 14-7 lead over Arizona, making good on the turnover, the interception by Snell. You take a look at Al Luganville's resume. He's been everywhere. San Diego State in college. He's been in NFL Europe with the Amsterdam Admirals. He was the head coach of the LA Extreme of the XFL, which won the XFL championship in their only year. And now he is hanging out in Detroit with the Fury. He's got a 14-7 lead here.
On the touchdown, Rattlers first and 10 from the line.
And am I here? We're having all sorts of mic problems. Okay, the Arizona Rattlers taking over. Little microphone difficulties here, Mr. Brown. How's yours working, by the way?
Mine working okay?
Well, I don't know.
Am I in? Yeah, there I am. I can hear myself now.
You're coming and
This
going.
is fun. It's interesting that America West Arena's got an interesting configuration because down at the one end where the Fury are kicking off, they've got like private boxes up behind the end zone, but the lower level of the low one hits into the net, and if that ball hits there, they rule it a touchback.
And a completed pass, Cedric Bonner. As Tom Pace, a rookie out of Arizona State, the hometown lad, hauls it in. He was a walk-on his junior year.
And we are right in the middle of the fans here at America West, Mark.
Yeah, very much so. You know, it's kind of fun, actually. I think maybe we can get free hot dogs.
Well, I'm waiting for the hot dog guy to come by, and he hasn't come by, you know. If you hear something, if I go away for about 5 minutes, that means I run out in the lobby to get one.
I see. Yeah. First and 10, Bonner back to throw it. Fires to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Fans wanted a penalty flag, and there was contact on Shwante Bryant, the receiver, but that pass was overthrown. He couldn't have caught that anyway.
Referee ruled, gave the signal when he waved his hand over his head. That ball was uncatchable. I'll tell you, from the look of the deep routes here today, the Fury defensive backs are covering much better than the Arizona Rattlers. Here's the contact right here as Snell actually trips, catches the heel, but you can see the ball well overthrown, hits in the back board of the end zone, so no call.
Second down and 10 at the 20-yard line. 14-7, the Fury with the lead on the road. A sidearm toss, and the pass is complete. Tom Pace again, the receiver, on the roughed up on the boards.
Well, the one thing about Arizona offensively, we talked to Coach Luganville about this, is we got ready for this game. They are a very patient offense. Bonner is a veteran guy. He won't get nervous. If you take away the deep ball, he will dink and dunk and then pick his spots to try to go deep. But in the meantime, he'll work underneath until you make a mistake, and then he'll try to go over the top.
Arizona started the season 1-2, and that's only the third time in the franchise history they began 1-2. Another toss goes out, complete at the 20, down the left sideline, inside the 15 goes Shwante Bryant. And that'll be the final play of the opening quarter, but a very productive one for the Detroit Fury, trying to get one on the road and improve to 4-2. A couple of Andy Kelly touchdown passes. And the Fury have a 14-7 lead after one.
Ladies, the ocean has many voices, and it's saying, why don't you two join this handsome gentleman for a Bud Light? All right, that's what I thought. I gotta try that.
Ladies, it's the ocean, and it's telling me...
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down. Make it a Bud Light.
Thanks.
Sure.
Meet Bob. For a beautiful lawn, he works hard, really hard. Meet Jim. He also has a beautiful lawn without working hard.
All he did was pick up the phone and call True Green Kimlawn. Our year-round lawn care program offers a series of treatments with guaranteed results. So you can do it yourself or let True Green Kimlawn do it for a lot less than you think. Call now for your free lawn analysis. Chances are your neighbors already have.
When injuries occur on the field or on the job, call the St. John Macomb Hospital team in Warren into action for you. We have assembled an experienced, caring team of orthopedic surgeons and other healthcare professionals and state-of-the-art diagnostics and treatment facilities to focus on one goal, getting you back to work or play quickly and safely. To call the St. John Macomb Hospital team into action, call the St. John Physician Finder.
And welcome back to America West, where they're having a good time here, the Rattler dancers.
They call them the Sidewinders.
The Sidewinders, huh?
I would say that's appropriate.
I'll tell you, they've got some rabid fans here at America West. They really support this team, and they get a lot of press coverage here as well.
Yeah, but they also get some guys in here that they might very well think about
that first guy
sending somewhere else.
Looked like an Oakland Raider knockoff.
Yeah. A lot of these little things, too. Rattlers around the arena.
I just as soon not see those on the golf course.
No,
I'll tell you that. So 1st and 10 as we switch the other way. Toss out to the left side. Quick toss by Cedric Bonner down to the 11-yard line as the pass is complete. Coming up at halftime, Jim, we're going to be talking about this turnaround we talked about in our pregame open of the Fury and really how they've come in here, completely turned this team around, and really the fan support is picking up as a result. You've got a superstar player in Andy Kelly. That's something I think the Fury never really had, even though Flash Gordon was there. But Kelly is a guy who's been around this league a long time, so we'll hear a lot about that, and hopefully the fans will buy into it like they're doing here at America West.
You put a good product on the field, and Detroit and the mid-Michigan and southeastern Michigan area is such a huge, passionate football fan base that if you put a good product out there, they're going to show up. And the Detroit Fury has put an outstanding product out there. Al Luganville in 1 year completely turned over personnel, except, as we said, 2 guys from last year's team. And they are really a competitive, good football team in this Arena League.
Cedric Bonner, 6 of 11, 62 yards, a touchdown, but an interception. Back to throw it again. The lefty to the corner of the end zone, and that is a touchdown. Chris Horn on the end of it.
Kelly Snell just couldn't stay with Horn. And the key again is good protection. But Kelly Snell is a young kid that he's got to learn this happens in this league. But watch the time. Bonner waits, and Horn runs that crossing route much like Hunky Cooper was doing earlier in the game. And when you run diagonally across the field, if you take one bad step or lean the wrong way, a guy like Horn and his speed's going to get by you. And Kelly Snell lost it.
And the extra point ties the game at 14. Chris Horn, who surpassed 1,000 all-purpose yards in just 5 games this year. He's a big play player.
Street. It's about excitement and winning the town. Before dealers do it, giving you more around. Living is good when you go for the best. You gotta think for it first, forget all the rest. With Metro Detroit for dealers, think for it first.
party. Join us in the celebration. See Bear from the Utah Jazz along with the Sonic Squatch and G-Wiz from Washington. Houston is sending its own clutch, and High Flying Boomer will be here from Indiana. Go to work with the Pistons this Sunday as they take on the Golden State Warriors. Plus, get your picture taken with the Piston on Fifth Third Bank Photo Sunday. All fans in attendance will receive a Hooper Action poster courtesy of Sprint. Receive a buy one, get one free ticket coupon when you bring in a new kid's book. Doors will open at 4:30. Call 248-377-0100 or log on to pistons.com.
You can't believe everything you read, like this ad from some cheapo tire place. No-name tires at next to nothing prices. Put them on your car and you'll be going next to nowhere. Deals like this aren't worth the paper they're printed on.
Don't be fooled by discounts. At Bell Tire, choose from a huge selection of tires and custom wheels. Great brands like Goodyear, Michelin, Kelly, and more at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Okay, so I lied. These ads are good for something.
Bell Tire.
Welcome back, everybody. Tie game 14-14 at America West, Detroit, Arizona. Here's this area we're talking about. This actually right here touches the net that goes up here. And if that ball comes in and hits that net, as you can see from below, it's very close. That ball hits that overhang that is part of the suite. Then it's ruled touchback by rule. That really is taking away, in my opinion, some great big plays in this arena. It's already happened twice in this game.
Good point. And the kick return. Carpenter coming out to about the 8-yard line or so, and that's just about it before he is hauled down.
Well, part of the beauty of the game, Mark, is the ball is live off of that net. And when you put the suites up there that tight to the net, and you rule in a local arena that if it touches that section of the suites, it's a dead ball and you get the ball at the 5, you're really defeating, what's supposed to be part of the fun of the game, and that's playing that ball off the net.
Overall, leave it at 14 as we're underway here in the second quarter. Andy Kelly with a couple of touchdown passes. Back to throw it again with great protection. Fires to Bell, incomplete at the right side 15-yard line. Well, we have a flag down, so Bill McCabe is calling a penalty against Arizona.
Roughing the passer, number 98 on the defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, that's a big penalty there. Mike Lawson, the guilty party.
You see Kelly back getting good protection. Ball's well away. Oh, and then he got bangs down by Lawson. You see coming in, and you know, in this league, the quarterback is so key. They will protect him like they do the National Football League. And so the Fury get a big break and get out from the shadow of their own goal line.
Well, first and 10 at the 19-yard line. Andy Kelly playing well. 6 of 8. Throws, completes. Marcus Nash again, who caught the touchdown pass on the opening drive, takes it down to the Arizona 11-yard line.
And again, you look at the veteran play by Andy Kelly. Nash starts all the way to his left. Watch the break to the right. Now that ball is supposed to go to somebody else. Kelly came off his primary to get the ball to Nash over the middle. He is so speedy and so big. The defenders give him a lot of respect, and he can get space to make things happen.
In one of those statistical anomalies, he has had 86 yards receiving in each of the 3 games in which he has played. It would be 7 if he made it 4 in a row, 86 yards. Andy Kelly back to throw it, and it's picked off. Intercepted, intended for Nash, but Randy Gatewood picked it off, and he has been doing that for a long time. He had 11 interceptions in his first 2 years in this league.
And that is a terrible mistake. Andy Kelly is looking in there, and he throws the slant cut, but he doesn't get it to Nash. The receiver might have been Snell behind. Watch back here in the corner. The pass is a slant here. Nash never really makes it, and this man jumps right in front and makes the pick right there. But Kelly probably should have gone deep. Instead, he throws it to a man who has not run his slant completely, Defensive back runs it in front and makes the play.
So a big break. Both quarterbacks now have thrown an interception in this game as they run the football, which Danny White will do occasionally, and why not when you got Bo Kelly, who is the Arizona career rushing leader. Came into this game only 113 yards shy of being the third player with 1,000 career yards.
Wow, Gatewood is 5 interceptions already this year. You know, that's big in this league. Because the one thing you can't do is squander possessions. When you turn it over like that, you're just shooting yourself in the foot, and Gatewood sure has helped the Arizona team.
2nd down and 6. Bonner to throw. Right sideline, and he completes another one. Takes it up right around midfield to Randy Gatewood. Gatewood missed the Buffalo game with an ankle problem.
Boy, Bonner was lucky to get this ball off. Watch. 2 guys get in free right into Bonner's face. But again, here's a veteran guy, sees the pressure coming, and he does not panic. Waits and gets the ball out to Gatewood. Even though he's got 2 guys up front charging him, he knows he's going to get hit. He still hangs in there and gets the ball accurately to his open receiver.
You know, Danny White said about Gatewood, he said he's become more of a possession receiver as the pass goes incomplete. And he's not the feature receiver anymore on this team. And he said he's kind of a sensitive guy. And you know, he didn't really complain or do hangdog, but he was disappointed that he wasn't the go-to guy yet. He was the AFL Ironman against Las Vegas. He had 2 interceptions in that game and scored the winning touchdown. Coming up for the Fury, April 4th at 11:30 a.m. Mark this one down, 11:30 a.m. It's the Fury and the Chicago Rush. So that should be a whole lot of fun.
Black and blue teams.
We'll be there.
You bet.
And Stan Fracker, our producer, he'll be putting in a very, very long day, as will I.
Well, what are we having
that night?
I know. What are we having, a pity party here?
No,
you guys get to watch football in the afternoon, basketball in the evening. What are you?
I'm just pointing it out.
I like it. That's a nice day. There are a lot of people pay money to do that, guys.
Well, then you stay and watch the Piston game. Bonner, meantime, throws and completes. As Chris Horn hauls in another one down just shy of the 10-yard line.
Ooh, Bonner's not using his right arm very much. That was the shoulder that was hurt that caused him to miss a couple of games. But look at this, though. This is what a veteran quarterback does. See, he moves his feet, but his head never comes to watch the pass rush. It always stays downfield to look at his pattern. And there it is again. Watch him. He knows the pass rush is coming. Doesn't want to throw it. But his eyes never go to the pass rush.
Bonner had 8 touchdowns last week against Dallas. Back to throw it. Slings it out to the left side to Horn. Completes it. And he is pushed into the boards around the 5-yard line.
Again,
Carpenter getting over there.
Patience by Bonner. He wanted to go to the end zone. You could see him first. He looked to the end zone first. But then looked to the sideline because he knew that the cornerback had drifted deep into the end zone to take away that post corner route. And he threw the ball over in the flat to Horn. Patience. Makes the completion, gains some yardage to move forward.
Arizona in the Arena Bowl championship game last year. They were hammered pretty well by San Jose, 52-14. But Danny White has 2 Arena Bowl championships in 94 and 97. Would like to get another, but off to a 2-3 start. Bonner on the move, throws to the back of the end zone to Horn. No, the official says on the out-of-bounds line of the back of the end zone. Nonetheless, a heck of an effort by Chris Horn, AFL All-Rookie player from a couple of years ago, and had a terrific year, as we mentioned, last year. Kelly Snell on the coverage.
Wow, this is a great effort by Horn. Dives, has possession, but the foot comes down on the line. You watch the right foot.
Yeah, I don't know what the fans are booing about.
The right foot comes down on the out-of-bounds line. This is not a catch. The right foot is on the line, and that referee is in perfect possession. Right there. On the line. That ball is out of bounds.
The next pass to Randy Gatewood is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. Cedric Bonner putting Arizona on top with his third touchdown pass.
Well, Gatewood, again, when you're down that close and you've got a veteran quarterback like Bonner, he's going to be able to get a hold of a guy like Gatewood. And just like that, turnovers are so big in this game. It's so very tough. And this is just a bullet. Again, short of the end zone, and then let the receiver run in. And Gatewood that time beat Carpenter to the pylon. Just like that, Arizona's on top.
And the extra point by Garner with 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Andy Kelly and company has some work to do, trailing 21-14.
Network presents ICC Cricket World Cup South Africa 2003. The action continues March 7th as the Super 6 round begins. Don't miss a minute of the excitement as the world's best cricketers battle for ultimate supremacy. Get your Super 6 package today for only $199.95. Primary receiver only. Call 1-800-333-DISH to order your package today. That's 1-800-333-3474. ICC Cricket World Cup South Africa 2003. Only on Dish On Demand pay-per-view.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila, and these are offers to get credit cards. It's pretty easy to get them, not so easy to get out from under the bills. But now you can. Just call Home 123. They'll show you how to turn your high-interest credit card bills into one bill that's probably a lot less than you're paying now, and the interest may even be tax-deductible. So call Home 123 right now and get rid of all those credit card bills. There's no obligation, so call this number now to speak to the loan counselors at Home 123. It's how to get the money you need.
Welcome back to America West, where Arizona leads at 21-14. The Pistons return to action Sunday night when they host former Eastern Michigan star, little Earl Boykins. And Golden State coverage begins for the Pistons Insider Sunday at 5:30 here on Fox Sports Net.
Boy, Michigan State, Jason Richardson has turned into quite a player for Golden State, hasn't he?
He can get up, and it's not a bad team. They're athletic. Pistons have to a little payback in that game coming up Sunday. So we're set to go. Carpenter off the net, fields it cleanly. Tries to go up the middle, but I'll tell you what, Arizona, pretty good downfield coverage.
Well, Carpenter's had a great year in returning kicks, averaging 25 yards per kickoff return, and boy, the Rattlers have got him corralled, and he might be injured a little bit. He came down hard on that left foot, left ankle area. And boy, the Fury can't afford to lose him. A defensive specialist does a good job in coverage, but he appears to be okay.
Well, let's see if Andy Kelly can get things back on track.
Well, 4:38 left to go in the first half. That's plenty of time in arena ball to get back in this one.
Kelly back to throw, and a flag down as he completes the pass. Up across the 20, still no whistle. A great second effort by Ty Grovestein. He just kept going and got up to the 23, but we do have yellow laundry back around the 9-yard line. And Tom Luganville thinks it's against Arizona. He made a quick, still overheard something.
Illegal formation, number 32 on the defense. The linebacker was moving forward toward the line of scrimmage at the snap. That play is declined. The play results in a first down.
Now, when you hear that call and it's on a defensive player, that's part of the reason why arena football is different, because that linebacker, that rush linebacker, cannot be moving toward the line, nor can his feet get in toward the line of scrimmage and meet the line of the back foot of the defensive lineman.
Oh, 1st and 10 for Kelly. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling right, and incomplete inside the 21-yard line as Thomas Bailey unable to corral that one. Bailey again getting the start with Junior Lord out with a pinched nerve. And
well, Lord had become their go-to receiver Had a great game against Dallas on national television, and Lord gets that pinched nerve, and they're working with a new set of receivers again. Whereas you look at the Arizona Rattlers, their set of receivers have been intact all year long, and these injuries, will give you a problem to get continuity.
Bailey Goodwin, though, with Grand Rapids had a couple of 1,000+ seasons. And a flag down, looked like early movement.
I don't know whether we're going to get false start by the offense or they're going to call this on the defense.
Bill McCabe, who is from
prior to the snap,
guy.
Neutral zone infraction. The defensive player was in the neutral zone. Offensive reacted. That's a 5-yard penalty against the defense. Automatic first down.
It's kind of an interesting contrast in coaches. Danny, we'll take a look at the replay.
Well, you can see. Yeah. You can see the hard count by Andy Kelly got the defense moving, and the offense then reacted to the defensive move. In this league, that's encroachment by the defense as you take a look back at Danny White. Mark, your point?
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is you got Danny White, who has been in this league a long time, AFL Hall of Famer, and Al Luganbill, who is a first-time arena ball coach, and yet Danny White spoke very favorably of Luganbill and his impact on this league as the pass is complete to Bailey inside the 15, and is that a first down?
A little short of a first down, but
just a little short. So I just thought it was an interesting comment. Danny White said that he thinks that Luganbill will bring in a new perspective to this league because a lot of the history, Jim, as you well know, more so, you've done a lot of games in the past, that it's kind of a fraternity in this league of coaches. And Luganbill's kind of, I don't want to say outsider, but he's new to this game.
But he is in a lot of ways, because arena football, since it first started, way back when, with Dave Baker put the old idea of the game on the back of a manila envelope. We've heard all those stories. But the guys that started this game, along with Mouse Davis, have come all from arena football. They've moved out, but they've come back. So it's kind of a fraternity. Luganbill has been in the big game, the 11-man game, for most of his career. Comes from NFL Europe and then the XFL. And when he came, he said, I have to have my son Tom here with me because he knows arena football and can teach it better than I.
And a quick toss. Heron, the receiver, and the big fullback rumbles inside the 10-yard line. And of course, Joe Avezzano, another one fairly new to the game, the former special teams coach of the Dallas Cowboys, who was let go when Bill Parcells came in.
This is a good screen here. Kelly gets rid of the ball early, and the Arizona team's so intent upon getting a pass rush, lets Heron, the fullback, run right by him. And Al Luganbill, the head coach, he handles the defensive and offensive lines and special teams. So he's not involved as much with the offense as his son Tom is.
Kelly to the end zone, picked off again. Holy mackerel, a terrible throw there. So an interception again. That's the second one of the game. Shwani Bryant came up with the pick.
Well, this is just a bad read again by Andy Kelly, but the veteran quarterback, he's got to know you can't throw this lollipop up there into the end zone. This ball has got to be gunned in, but look at how much space he puts underneath it. He allows the corner to come off of his coverage and get to the ball. This is a ball that should go out to the sideline. It doesn't, and it's a pickup.
And now the toughest leg of the strongman competition, Norm, the Bud Light Industrial Fridge Pull.
Jim, that's 1,000 pounds of pure hernia that they'll try to drag across.
Sorry to interrupt, Norm, but it looks like a fan from the stands has stolen the Bud Light. Oh! A huge hit from out of nowhere. And this guy's got the foot speed to take this thing all the way. Oh, man!
Count it, bro!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down.
Okay, who's the hero?
Make it a Bud Light.
Think forward first, whatever you do, wherever you go. Go for the best. And think forward first. Think about you. Don't settle for less. Get a whole lot more now when you think forward first. Your Metro, Detroit, or dealers. Think number one. I said think forward first.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by today and get a 2-piece extra crispy leg and thigh deal with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit for only $1.99. Or get a 10-piece bucket of extra crispy for only $7.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
Well, Andy Kelly not very happy. His second interception of the night. And it was again going in. The Furies still trail 21-14. Kelly should have gone over here with the ball, but instead he tries here to go to this man right there, Bell. But he's got to drill this ball in there. See how he lollipops that out? That number 4 that makes the interception was the man covering over in the corner. He should have gone to the wide side. I think it was Gropstein over there. But he didn't, and our Shawante Bryant picks it off.
Third time this year, Kelly's had 2 interceptions in a game.
Boy, and you don't like throwing those interceptions in the red zone. That's a no-no.
And in both of those games, Georgia and Dallas, the Fury were able to overcome the turnovers and win it. And the pass goes out complete to Bryant, the man who came up with the interception. He is the end of the pass from Cedric Bonner, who is having himself a very nice night.
Do you see the patience again, Mark? Just, you got the wide guy. He's getting a lot of cushion from the corner. And we get to the 1-minute warning here before the first half comes to a close. But the patience of Bonner moving Arizona up and down the field.
So the Fury defense will have to step it up here to keep the Rattlers out of the end zone before halftime. Arizona by 7.
Max, you're killing me.
Hey, everybody jamming. Hey, man. She jamming? They jamming too. Can a brother get a Bud Light, man?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
You're on your way to a better day when you think Ford first. Quality is the reason, and you get the best. Working hard to give you more, cause you want nothing less. Get to one, your number 1 Ford dealers. Everyone's got that winning Ford fever. Your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Those confounded thundersticks. Things are annoying, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But they're everywhere since the Anaheim Angels.
Yeah, they started it all.
In the World Series, they have really taken over.
Now, this is the first meeting in the regular season ever between these two teams, but they met a couple of years ago in the playoffs. Arizona knocked out the Fury in the opening round of the playoffs. That was a game Mouse was not real happy with the officiating, as I recall.
You were correct.
That was a close game, too.
No, that's why Mouse was so angry. He feels that he had an easily chance to move forward in the playoffs, and he felt the officials took it away.
Second down and 1, and a quick toss out, caught by Bryant. He's got a convoy down the right sideline, all the way inside the Detroit 20-yard line.
This would be considered a misdirection play in the 11-man game on a big field. Everything goes to the right. Watch Bonner. They don't block the defensive line, and they get 2 linemen out there in front of Bryant, who just made the interception, and now he turns around into an offensive player and makes a big play. But the key is that guy there, Cedric Bonner, making the throw at the right time.
Down to half a minute to go in the second quarter. Looking left now, coming back to the right is Cedric Bonner. Tom Pace, the receiver. So we'll get a timeout here with Arizona leading 21-14. 25 seconds to go as Arizona will take the timeout. And so will we.
What's the matter?
I got a flat.
I'll fix it.
No way.
Why not?
Are you an ASE certified mechanic?
No.
You got Kelly, Goodyear, and Michelin in stock?
No.
What gives? I don't want no-name tires between me and the road. I'm going to Bell Tire.
There's just one place to go for name brand tires at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Bell Tire, Bell Tire. Where do they learn to talk like that?
Bell Tire.
Eat, drink, party, and play at GameWorks.
The fun starts here.
With its action-packed bar, flaming grill, delicious food, and over 200 one-of-a-kind games and attractions, GameWorks is the place to be. GameWorks, the ultimate party place for food, friends, and fun. So come on out and eat, drink, party, and play at GameWorks at the Great Lakes Crossing Mall.
Back at America West, they got started early on us. Incomplete pass by Cedric Bonner. It was your basic garden variety incomplete pass. So
yeah,
didn't miss a whole lot.
Tried to go deep. Bonner wanted to get Horn behind the Fury secondary, but he put too much on it.
Oh, nice little take down there.
That's close to unnecessary roughness.
Yep. Bonner back to throw on third down. Crossing pattern is incomplete. And so it'll be fourth down with 17 seconds to go, and Danny White is going to bring on the kicker.
Tell you what, that is a big stop for the Fury. You know, I mean, you want to stay within one possession, you know, of a team in arena football. And Garner, obviously, the kicker, may put them up too, but 10 points is a lot better looking at the scoreboard if you're looking from behind than 14.
He's 4 for 10.
Jeff Russell's getting after it, isn't he? He's over there, the Fury defensive coach.
Field goal on the way. Kind of, boy, he chipped that baby up high.
And he got it.
And it is good. So the Rattlers take a 10-point lead at 24-14. They look to even their record at 3-3 on the season. Danny White, the one-time Dallas Cowboy quarterback, very happy.
He lost one a week ago. Danny White did. It was really controversial. They were tied with Dallas, and they tried on the opening play to kick an onside kick in overtime. They recovered it, went down and scored, and thought they had won. But in reality, the league says in arena ball, you must. Both teams get a possession. And since Dallas never did touch the onside kick, they never had a possession. So they get a possession, came back and tied it up. Then they kicked a field goal that was made and won by 1 point and beat Danny White. And he actually wasn't sure on the ruling. He thought it was sudden death from the get-go, but it's not. Both teams have to have a full possession. And that really hurt Arizona last week.
I bet he knows the rule from now on.
Oh, I guarantee you he does.
And the kickoff, Carpenter is the deep man. They never made it to the net, so that gives Carpenter a chance to get outside. Cuts it back, still working up the sideline, and one of the better returns because Arizona's done a terrific job. And that ate up all but 4 seconds remaining here in the half. Here's last year's Arena Bowl game in which San Jose laid into Arizona 52-14.
Well, San Jose had a great football team a year ago. I remember talking with some of the Fury coaches a year ago, and they said as you went across the league and looked at teams on film, you knew that San Jose was just a cut above everybody else. And Danny White last year in the Arena League Championship, the Arena Bowl, which ran into a buzzsaw. Now they're going to try for a field goal here on first down with just 4 seconds left. The Fury are going to give Todd Latterott a chance.
Well, in Arena Ball, again, when you got a 50-yard field, why not?
Well, he's got a huge leg.
And a good snap. And it hits up off the net. This thing, of course, can be returned. And Horn comes back out with it, and he paid the price as Grant roughs him up along with Yarnell to about the 11-yard line. And that'll take us to halftime here at America West. Couple of interceptions off of Andy Kelly really hurt the Detroit Fury. The Rattlers take advantage and head to the locker room with a 24-14 lead.
You can't believe everything you read, like this ad from some cheapo tire place. No-name tires at next to nothing prices. Put them on your car and you'll be going next to nowhere. Deals like this aren't worth the paper they're printed on.
Don't be fooled by discounts. At Bell Tire, choose from a huge selection of tires and custom wheels. Great brands like Goodyear, Michelin, Kelly, and more at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Okay, so I lied. These ads are good for something.
Bell Tire.
Ladies, you know, the ocean has many voices, and it's saying, why don't you two join this handsome gentleman for a Bud Light? All right, that's what I thought.
I gotta try that. Ladies, it's the ocean, and it's telling me...
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Thanks.
Sure.
There are moments in our lives that give us pride, hope, and promise for the future. That's why at TNC Federal Credit Union, our business isn't just about money, it's about people. TNC Federal Credit Union, serving all people who live or work in Oakland County.
Arena football. Knockdown, drag out, Detroit Fury style. Order your tickets now and feel the heat. High scoring. Touchdown Fury. Bone jarring. Non-stop action. So close you might as well join the team. Feel the Fury and get your seat for the hottest game in town. Detroit Fury football is presented by your Metro Detroit Ford dealer. The Fury take on the New York Dragons Sunday, March 16th at noon. The first 3,000 fans get a quarterback Andy Kelly bobblehead. Courtesy of Ticketmaster.
In the mountains of North Carolina is a place where one can be far, far away without going too far, where you may enjoy any number of activities and diversions, and where being intrigued is unavoidable. Be yourself in Asheville, North Carolina, a place in the mountains that will touch all the places in your heart. Call for a free visitor guide.
You don't have to accept thinning hair or baldness any longer. There is a solution, a natural and proven solution that will restore your own hair permanently.
Call 800-MHR-4190 right now, and we'll send you your medical hair restoration information kit. You'll receive this award-winning video or DVD free.
You don't have to accept your hair loss. Do something on the outside that will make you feel great on the inside. Pick up the phone and call the number on your screen right now.
Welcome back to America West Arena. It is halftime. The Fury down 24-14. A couple of interceptions hurting Andy Kelly. Coming up in our halftime report, we'll take a look at Detroit Fury football.
I feel the rhythm, I feel the beat. Everybody's thinking forward first on the street. It's about excitement and winning the town. Ford dealers do it, giving you more all around. Living is good when you go for the best. You gotta think Ford first, forget all the rest. The Metro Detroit Ford dealers, think Ford first.
When my brother needed new tires, I tried to help him out, but he said, "What do you know? You're just a girl." Real mature. So he got stuck with some no-name cheapo tires from a discount tire place. Real smart.
Don't be fooled by discounts. At Bell Tire, get the name brands you want. Names like Goodyear, Michelin, Kelly, and more at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Bill, I know I'm just a girl, but next time, make sure there's a spare in the trunk.
Bell Tire.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now, KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by today and get a 2-piece extra crispy leg and thigh deal with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit for only $1.99. Or get a 10-piece bucket of extra crispy for only $7.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
Meet Bob. For a beautiful lawn, he works hard. Really hard. Meet Jim. He also has a beautiful lawn without working hard. All he did was pick up the phone and call True Green Kim Lawn. Our year-round lawn care program offers a series of treatments with guaranteed results. So you can do it yourself or let True Green ChemLawn do it for a lot less than you think. Call now for your free lawn analysis. Chances are your neighbors already have.
They're high-scoring, they're hard-hitting. They get it done in the clutch. And they're in first place going into Week 6. Welcome to Detroit football, Fury style. It's a transformation few thought possible after a single-win season in 2002. But thanks to a complete roster overhaul and a little shot of Palace adrenaline, the Detroit Fury have taken the Arena League by storm. Quite a few big decisions had to be made for the Fury to become a contender. And there was no bigger decision than the one that brought head coach Al Luginbill into the fold.
With only 2 players from last year's teams, just kind of getting guys playing together is very difficult. Now Luginbill has done a great job in winning those couple of games.
You know, we looked at our first couple of years as really a sampling opportunity, and to get people in here on a consistent basis, let them try the product with the intention that if they like it, they'll come back for more. And fortunately, we're seeing the fruits of that this year.
With Coach Luginbill at the helm, the dominoes began to fall into place as a veteran coaching staff and some of the league's best players were lured to Detroit. The dominoes were beginning to fall for the league itself as well as they reached a unique partnership to broadcast their games at the network level. Now both on TV and in the stands, fans are getting a taste of what diehard AFL fans have known for more than 16 years. Arena League football is a whole lot of fun.
The number one thing is it really is the most fan-friendly sport really in the world. You get an opportunity to be so close to the action. You're in arenas and it's a 50-yard field, so everybody is right on top of the action. I mean, you'll see balls go into the stands, players are going into the stands.
Detroit's come-from-behind win over Dallas on February 23rd was the network's highest-rated game of the season by a big margin. And with Fury fans coming to the Palace in record numbers, it's clear that arena football has arrived in Detroit. But make no mistake, everyone involved is aware that in order to remain successful, arena football must continue to be played at a high level.
We at NBC have been very, very pleased with these ratings. We haven't oversold it. We think we're going to build a fan base and relationship with viewers. And we think the quality of the game speaks for itself. And unlike, I think, the XFL last year, we're treating this as real football. And this is real football with real football players.
You know, we have a good coaching staff in place, good young AFL experienced. So we know that we have the pieces in place that will allow us to make that progress that we're looking for. And as long as we do that, I think the people in the arena and the people watching on TV, listening on the radio, those people will come along as well. And it's, you know, at the end of the day, we all need it to be fun. And it starts with winning.
For now, it's all smiles in Motown as Detroit enjoys its place at the top of the football heap.
And now the toughest leg of the strongman competition, Norm, the Bud Light Industrial Fridge Pull.
Jim, that's 1,000 pounds of pure hernia that they'll try to drag across.
Sorry to interrupt, Norm, but it looks like a fan from the stands has stolen the Bud Light. Oh! A huge hit from out of nowhere. And this guy's got the foot speed to take this thing all the way. Oh, man!
Count it! Oh!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down.
Okay, who's the hero?
Make it a Bud Light.
When injuries occur on the field or on the job, call the St. John Macomb Hospital team in Warren into action for you. We have assembled an experienced, caring team of orthopedic surgeons and other healthcare professionals and state-of-the-art diagnostics and treatment facilities to focus on one goal, getting you back to work or play quickly and safely. To call the St. John Macomb Hospital team into action, call the St. John Physician Finder.
Gee Whiz, it's Hooper's birthday party. Join us in the celebration. See Bear from the Utah Jazz along with the Sonic Squatch and Gee Whiz from Washington. Houston is sending its own clutch, and High Flying Boomer will be here from Indiana. Go to work with the Pistons this Sunday as they take on the Golden State Warriors. Plus, get your picture taken with the Piston on Fifth Third Bank Photo Sunday. All fans in attendance will receive a Hooper action poster courtesy of Sprint. Receive a buy one, get one free ticket coupon when you bring in a new kid's book. Doors will open at 4:30. Call 248-377-0100 or log on to pistons.com.
Wow.
Introducing 54321, the show that brings you inside the world of extreme sports.
Think forward first, whatever you do, wherever you go for the best. And think forward first, think about you, don't settle for less. Get a whole lot more now when you think forward first. Go Metro, Detroit, for dealers. Think number one, I said think forward first.
There are moments in our lives that give us pride, hope, and promise for the future. That's why at TNC Federal Credit Union, our business isn't just about money. It's about people. TNC Federal Credit Union, serving all people who live or work in Oakland County.
You can't believe everything you read, like this ad from some cheapo tire place. No-name tires at next to nothing prices. Put them on your car and you'll be going next to nowhere. Deals like this aren't worth the paper they're printed on.
Don't be fooled by discounts. At Bell Tire, choose from a huge selection of tires and custom wheels. Great brands like Goodyear, Michelin, Kelly, and more at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Okay, so I lied. These ads are good for something.
Bell Tire.
Eat, drink, party, and play at GameWorks.
The fun starts here.
With its action-packed bar, flaming grill, delicious food, and over 200 one-of-a-kind games and attractions, GameWorks is the place to be. GameWorks, the ultimate party place for food, friends, and fun. So come on out and eat, drink, party, and play at GameWorks at the Great Lakes Crossing Mall.
Take a look at our halftime stats brought to you by TNC Federal Credit Union. The statistics, well, the time of possession, Jim, kind of sticks out there, as well as those 2 turnovers.
Yeah, here are the 2 big numbers right there. And that shows the patience of Arizona, the 18-16 at time of possession. The 2 turnovers for Detroit, bad because they were going into the end zone. It wasn't like they were coming out. They were on an opportunity to score touchdowns and didn't get in because they turned it over.
You know, the other stat that kind of sticks out is the Fury averaged 8.5 yards per play. Arizona 5.6, and that goes back to that patient offense that they run as Horn off the netting, takes it back across the 10 and battles his way just shy of the 14 or 15-yard line. Kennelly made the stop. Got a cup of coffee in the Detroit Lions camp at Kennelly. So this is, I would think, Jim, that this has got to be a time where the Fury defense has to stop them here. They're down 10 points.
I mean, one of those things, again, you're with a patient offense. One of the things you have to do, your secondary people have to really bang receivers. If they're going to throw underneath, you got to bang their receivers, try to force turnovers.
Cedric Bonner with 138 yards in the opening half, so he is just 49 away from 24,000 in his career. Pass goes out to Hunky Cooper. And he'll take it up to midfield before he is hauled down there by Herman Bell. Now the first half, a lot of the scores, Jim, in that opening half set up by turnovers.
Right. Here's Kelly getting the ball in there. That's Nash. Then Bonner comes back, hits Horn in the back of the end zone. Here Bailey just beats his man at the line of scrimmage, gets the end zone. Then all kinds of time, Horn gets his second. And here's the third. And this is just a good, tough pass by Bonner. And here he goes again. This one intended for Cooper, but incomplete.
So it'll be second down and 10. Cedric Bonner and Andy Kelly, we talked about it at the beginning of the show, that they are the numbers 1 and 3 all-time passers in AFL history. Andy Kelly number 1 and Cedric Bonner number 3. He had 462 touchdowns coming in, so he's up to 465. Andy Kelly has 488 in his career. And Andy Kelly number 1 in yardage coming into this game as well. So 2 veteran quarterbacks who can fire that football. Short drop by Bonner, and he completes it over the middle of Horn. Look out! Breaks a tackle, gets all the way down close to the 5-yard line.
Well, Kelly Snell has got to make that play. Pure safety in the middle of the field, one-on-one. There's a flag down. Maybe offsides against the Fury. So you'll probably see Arizona.
Offside, number 68 on the defense. The penalty of the is
they'll decline it.
The result of the play is a first down.
For Al Luganville, he's pulling his hair out. Didn't need that penalty.
Only the second penalty. The Rattlers came into this game the most penalized team in the AFL.
Yeah, the one thing that the Fury has done is they have been very good in the red zone on defense. That actually was what probably won them the game against Dallas a couple weeks ago.
They got Kelly the fullback now. They'll run it occasionally down here, but doesn't appear to be the formation to do it. Cedric Bonner back to throw, a crossing pattern. That is very easy. Third touchdown catch of the night for Chris Horn.
Well, they just run Horn through the middle of the secondary, and the defender gets lost in the wash. And Horn just is able to beat him diagonally across the field. Good protection all time. And really, Bonner doesn't do anything fancy. Just waits, watches, and when Horn clears, he gets him the football.
That's a single game season high in touchdown catches for Chris Horn. And Garner with the extra point, and with 12:09 to go in the third, this is getting kind of scary time for the Detroit Fury. The Arizona Rattlers have jumped out to a 31-14 lead.
Max, you're killing me.
Hey, everybody jamming. Hey, man. She jamming? They jamming too. Can a brother get a Bud Light, man?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down. Make it a Bud Light.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now, KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by today and get a 2-piece extra crispy leg and thigh deal with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit for only $1.99. Or get a 10-piece bucket of extra crispy for only $7.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
Arena football. Knockdown, drag out, Detroit Fury style. Order your tickets now and feel the heat. High scoring. Touchdown Fury! Bone jarring. Non-stop action. So close you might as well join the team. Feel the Fury and get your seat for the hottest game in town. Detroit Fury football is presented by your Metro Detroit Ford dealer. The Fury take on the New York Dragons Sunday, March 16th at noon. The first 3,000 fans get a quarterback Andy Kelly bobblehead, courtesy of Ticketmaster.
Well, they're happy in the Valley of the Sun. Why not? Their team up 31-14. 12:09 to go in the third quarter. So you always got to employ the old Yogi Berra theory when you're watching an Arena Football League game. It ain't over till it's over.
And in Arena Football, it is never more true because things can happen quickly.
However, Mr. Kelly has got to take care of the football.
Yes. Turnovers are unacceptable.
Garner to kick it off. Carpenter back deep. Arizona's done a nice job in kick coverage tonight. There's a high kick going to hit off. That's a dead ball. It hit that overhang.
And again, there's one of the more exciting plays in football in this league that you don't get to see because of the arrangement of the arena.
Here comes Andy Kelly, who we're talking about coming from behind in Arena Football. Well, either way, Andy Kelly said that's what makes this an intriguing league.
This season, we've had enough situations on both ends where we've had leads and had to fight to hang on, and when we've been down, the Dallas game, a prime example, late, and we had to come up with a big interception, and we won that game late. So the coaches preach it all the time, and hopefully by now it's sunk in to everybody's head, and we've had enough experience, I think, this season already to realize that, like I said, you're never out of a game, and no lead is really safe until the last few seconds.
Well, how prophetic is that? You fans, really, we did not talk to Tom Luganville during that interview with Andy Kelly on the touchdown pass from Andy Kelly to Thomas Bailey, who was flat, wide open. I mean, nobody even near him.
Clearly a blown coverage by Arizona, and Bailey just wandered down the middle of this field all by his lonesome.
And just like that, Just like Andy Kelly said, it's a new football game with 10:50 to go. The Detroit Fury come right back. Al Luginbill happy about it, and it's 31-21, just like that.
Coming up after the game on your Detroit Sports Report, the captain isn't ready to relinquish his title just yet. Michigan prepares to say goodbye to Lavelle Blanchard and wrap up a terrific season. And Terry Foster says prepare for Jesse and Johnny. All that after the game.
ACC basketball. Steve Blake and Maryland gear up for the madness as they throw down against Virginia. This week on Fox Sports Net.
Nobody can top HBO original series. Nobody has more top movies than Cinemax. And nobody tops this deal. Now with 13 channels of HBO and Cinemax in the value pack of your choice, only from Dish Network, it'll take your breath away. Order online at dishnetwork.com or call now.
Chat live with the CEO? You can on Dish Network. Call in live to the Charlie Chat and ask CEO Charlie Ergen a question live on the air. Tune in to find out the latest about Dish Network programming, promotions, and technology, and even have a chance to win great prizes.
Okay. So limited time offer only. Okay. Since we blurted out a savings on the show.
It's on the script here. You never know what's going to happen on the Charlie Chat. Live on Dish Network.
His next card, courtesy of Fort McDowell Casino.
Well, there's Donovan McNabb on hand, and understand, Jim, he's a Fury fan.
Donovan doesn't look like he's have much fun.
Well, it's 31-21. Arizona leads it, but I don't, Andy Kelly, great quarterback, but Donovan McNabb is a pretty special one.
Well, he's one of the best young quarterbacks in the National Football League, and boy, the performance he put on in the game where he actually had a broken ankle, he still played and completed passes and led his Eagles to a win. That's the stuff legends are born out.
Of course, this league has produced a pretty good quarterback in Kurt Warner. So
yeah, and Al Luginbill, by the way, was involved a little bit in that. He was the one that saw the potential in Kurt Warner and got him over to NFL Europe. And then got him to the Arena League, and the rest, as they say, is history when the Rams pulled him out. And every quarterback on the Rams roster got hurt, and Dick Vermeil was his tears, figured the season was over. All Kurt Warner did was take him to the Super Bowl and win it.
The kick that fielded very nicely by Horn as he takes it up the left side, breaks it to the right, and he may be gone, and is touchdown. Just like that, Arizona comes right back as Chris Horn did not let that thing hit the bottom of the netting, which you could have sent it anywhere. And he jumped up, fielded it, and took it back the distance.
Well, Chris Horn is proving Al Luginbill right. The coach of the Fury said this guy's one of the 2 or 3 best in the league. And he's proven it tonight. He's already caught a touchdown pass, and this, watch how he goes up. He gets it before it hits the bottom of the frame. Then he gets a real good block and one crease. And when he gets through that crease, there's no way Lotterette, the kicker's going to catch him. It's all she wrote, and boy, just like that, the Fury, which came back, the big touchdown by Bailey, and then the following kickoff, Horn takes it the distance, and things can change quickly in this league. And
you think there's any doubt who might be the player of the game for Arizona tonight?
I don't think there's any question at all. Horn has been the man.
3
for the Arizona Rattlers
catches, and now the kick return touchdown, his first of the year. Well, the CCHA regular season comes to a close tomorrow when a pair of nationally ranked teams square off. It's number 8 Michigan taking on the dreaded 15th ranked Ohio State Buckeyes.
How about old Fred Berenson getting his 500th victory just a couple weeks ago?
I'm sure Matt Shepard and Fred Flesch will be talking about that along with Shireen Sasky, describing all the action tomorrow night at 8 only on Fox Sports Net. Michigan, Ohio State, one of the great rivalries ever.
That is correct.
Unfortunately,
you are correct, sir.
You're the Buckeyes can lay claim to the bragging rights in football for a while. Anyway, here's the kickoff. Carpenter would like to return the favor, but he will not even get close. Up to about the 12-yard line, that's all.
And when you look back at this game, two things that are going to make a big standout. Special teams, where Carpenter averages 25. He's way below that. The Rattlers have done a great job in containing him. And two, the turnovers that Andy Kelly has thrown. As the Fury were going in for scores, he's thrown 2 interceptions that have been big plays.
Well, they are on fire here at America West Arena. They are excited, 38-21, but Andy Kelly can silence the fans pretty quickly if he can find an open receiver. Back to throw over the middle again, and Ty Grovestein has got it about the 22-yard line. They're attacking the middle now, the Arizona defense. Got him a touchdown last time, Ed. Got a significant game here.
Play right over the middle again. Kelly goes back, good protection. Waits, Grovestein comes back for the ball. That's key. And he catches it in front of Calvin Hunter. And that's patience by Kelly, even though they're down 17. You can still be patient in this league.
Kelly slings it, and it is knocked down. Sebastian Berry got a big mid up. He's 6'3", 265-pounder out of Liberty.
Derry Myricks was blocking on him, and Myricks tried to cut him to get his hands down. That's what an offensive lineman is supposed to do on a quick drop, on a quick throw, is dive at the man's knees. And you see, tried, but Berry did a great job of reading it and staying on his feet. Got his hands up to stop that ball.
3rd and 1 coming up for the Fury, trailing 38-21. Grovestein, the motion man now. Hawks right, and the fullback Rupert Grant picks up the first down. He missed all of last year with an Achilles, played with Nashville before coming over here. He's out of Howard University. So that picks up a very important first down for the Fury.
Good call by Tom Luganville there. You know, he's only got a yard to go. You basically run a pitch sweep. You need one block on the corner, and you got a 235-pound guy going over the corner. You say, get the yard, give us more downs. And that's exactly what the Fury got.
All 3 receivers to the left side. Kelly, deep drop, fires, and it is ruled a catch. Thomas Bailey with a fine catch inside the 17-yard line. Bailey, the former player at Grand Rapids, and he went on to Orlando and Buffalo before coming over here in a trade.
Well, you get the sense that Kelly's being a little bit more patient now himself. Looks a little like the Arizona offense. Dinkin and Duncan waiting to take his shots downfield.
2nd down and 2 coming up. Fury trying to get back into this thing. 6:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Kelly with a sidearm throw, and that one was almost picked off. Kelvin Hunter almost came up with it.
In the early going, we talked about how the secondary of Arizona, that head coach Al Luganville of the Fury felt that was their strength of the defense, and the Fury were getting behind them. You know, we saw Nash do it. We saw Bailey do it. Boy, we have seen them really step up since then as Kelly goes out, and there is a defender making a great cut and break on the ball underneath the route to very nearly pick off number 3 today.
Another 3rd and short situation for the Fury. Bailey motions. Kelly double pump, now throws, and it is incomplete. Now a late flag came out.
This very well may be ineligible downfield. The man did not raise his hand, indicating he was the tight end.
That would be Curtis Eason.
And that's what they're discussing right now.
Yeah,
and that is the call, ineligible downfield.
Tom Luganville upset about it, but you're right, Jim. Clearly Eason was downfield.
Well, in arena ball, you only got 3 linemen. One of them's the center, and on either side, one of them designates himself as the end, which allows him to go downfield in a pass pattern. But he has to put his hand up. and signify I am the end to the official. And that time, apparently, that did not happen, and the illegal man downfield was called.
I am Spartacus. And also an end.
Field, it's offensive pass interference. However, the penalties decline. 4th down.
Well, now they changed the offensive pass interference call. So I guess after consultation, regardless, it's a penalty.
Because he was ineligible and he was blocking,
right?
They call it interference, which is the bigger of the two penalties. But it's declined anyway because they bring up 4th down. And Fury down 17 have to go for it.
Yeah, no question. They're on their feet here at America West. Kelly, very deep drop, now fires and caught. Big catch, Grovestein, and takes it in for the touchdown.
Well, how about that?
Huge play there. Andy Kelly to Ty Grovestein for the touchdown.
Now there's Grovestein again. This guy is, he's their second leading receiver. He doesn't have all that speed. He doesn't have all that, great height and all those other things that great receivers do. All he does is get the job done. Kelly had great protection, and he just waited and found Grovestein, and then Grovestein did the rest.
That's his 7th touchdown catch of the year, and none bigger than that one. As Latourette kicks the extra point, and still 4:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. But it has been back and forth. Somehow the Fury defense going to have to stand up strong like the offense has. Trailing by 10.
You're on your way to a better day when you think Ford first. Quality is the reason, and you get the best. Working hard to give you more, cause you want nothing less. Get to one, your number one Ford dealers. Everyone's got that winning Ford fever. Your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Meet Bob. For a beautiful lawn, he works hard, really hard. Meet Jim. He also has a beautiful lawn without working hard. All he did was pick up the phone and call True Green ChemLawn. Our year-round lawn care program offers a series of treatments with guaranteed results. So you can do it yourself or let True Green ChemLawn do it for a lot less than you think. Call now for your free lawn analysis. Chances are your neighbors already have.
Arena football. Knockdown, drag out, Detroit Fury style. Order your tickets now and feel the heat. High scoring. Touchdown Fury. Bone jarring. Non-stop action. So close you might as well join the team. Feel the Fury and get your seat for the hottest game in town. Detroit Fury football is presented by your Metro Detroit Ford dealer. The Fury take on the New York Dragons Sunday, March 16th at noon. The first 3,000 fans get a quarterback Andy Kelly bobblehead. Courtesy of Ticketmaster.
Well, the Detroit Fury get to within 10 on a touchdown. The two key guys are this guy. He's in motion. He comes through here. And here's Grovestein. They run almost parallel to each other down the field. And then Grovestein cuts behind him across the middle. And he creates the space by running behind his other receiver. Watch, there's the space. Here comes the ball. Now Grovestein does the rest. That's kind of a pick play, but it worked real well. From the man in motion, Grovestein makes the cut behind him, gets the defense in trouble, and then Kelly does the rest, getting him the football. Grovestein takes it in to get the Fury back in it.
And a line drive knuckleball kick. And up to the 16, still on his feet. Boy, oh boy, they turned that into a huge play as Tom Pace, the rookie, just kept motoring.
Well, right before this kickoff, head coach Al Luganville, who handles the special teams, went out and talked to Latourette and told him, he said, look, I think we want to keep the ball away from Horn, who has just been unbelievable tonight. Instead, they kick it short on the knuckleball, and Pace turns out to make the problem worse as he breaks a couple of tackles and gets it down over midfield where Arizona will go to work.
Well, the Fury need to stop in the worst way here. Cedric Bonner back to throw it. And he's going for it all, and it is incomplete. Holy mackerel. Monte Bryant almost came up with it.
How good has Horn been tonight? This guy has been the offensive guy. Here's Bonner going back. Touchdown through the air. Here's another crossing route. Touchdown, Horn. Another crossing route. Touchdown, Horn. Here he is on special teams going 63 yards. He catches at the very back of the end zone and goes 55 the rest of the way.
Pressure, second down toss, and incomplete. Good pressure that time. That may be one of the first times as Eason was in there, McCall, all the big fellas, Kennelly.
And one of the things to remember, the Fury all season long has been very good in the fourth quarter. And as a matter of fact, they've outscored their opponents 101-70 in the fourth quarter. We were talking to Coach Luganville yesterday. He said for some reason, he said, we have dominated. We have been very good in the fourth quarter. On the road or at home, if we hang in there and we're close, we feel in the fourth quarter we can get it done.
Well, if they can get a stop here and then perhaps score again before the end of 3, they would be in great shape. And now Cedric Bonner's going to have to burn a timeout here with 2:12 to go in the third quarter. So Danny White a bit pensive as his Rattlers lead it by 10, 38-28.
Max, you're killing me. Hey, everybody jamming. Hey, man. She jamming? They jamming too. Can a brother get a Bud Light, man?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down. Make it a Bud Light.
Think forward first, whatever you do, wherever you go, go for the best. And think forward first, think about you. Don't settle for less. Get a whole lot more now when you think forward first. Your Metro, Detroit Ford dealers. Think number one. I said think forward first.
Welcome back to America West Arena. Mark champion Jim Brandstatter. Hope you're enjoying this one. It's our first game for Detroit Fury football. 3-2 on the year coming in. And on the road, we got a chance to spend about a day and a half in ideal weather conditions, would you say?
Couldn't get any better than it was today.
Oh, my goodness. Third down and 10. Big play here for the Fury defense.
And us without our sticks.
Cedric Bonner, flag down.
You bet there's a false start there, I think, offensively. Did you see that running back flinch?
A couple of flinches going on.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 2 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Kelly.
Big Bo Kelly. Take a look at it. Watch the snap. Watch Kelly. This guy flinch. See there? That's false start. Got the call, and that'll go back, and now
You know, the interesting thing about, again, talking about the differences between these two teams, Arizona stacked with players who have been with this team for a long time.
Veteran arena ball guys. It just, you know, and the Fury got some young guys, some veteran guys, but this Arizona team's been together a while.
Third and long for Bonner. Sprints to the left. Some pressure, throws off his back foot. Touchdown! And guess who it is again? Holy mackerel, Chris Horn again. And that's his 5th touchdown of the night. 4 receiving and 1 in the kick return.
Well, Bonner buys time by rolling to his left. But Kelly Snell is just having nightmares tonight with Bonner. Watch number 2. He's trailing way behind Horn. And how a guy can get that wide open that has been hot all night long, I don't know. But clearly, the secondary for the Fury has just not done the job.
Well, the little sprint out by Cedric Bonner bought Horn enough time.
You know, one of the things Coach Luganville told us about yesterday is because his team in the secondary is a little bit young, sometimes when they get beat, their confidence gets shaken. And as the game goes on, they get more worried about making mistakes. And that's the kind of stuff that can really hurt you. And one of the things you have to learn as a secondary back in this league is that you're going to score 50 and 60 points. It's more like basketball. If you get beaten as a secondary man, you got to shake it off and move on, because you're going to get more and more opportunities. But don't compound the problem by letting somebody get behind you all night long, which has been the case with Chris Horn here tonight.
Well, Luke and Bill discussing things, and they're not very happy. Well, coming up Friday, April 4th, the Detroit Fury will be at home, 11:30.
But that bobblehead.
We'll make that March 16th at noon against the New York Dragons. Andy Kelly bobblehead giveaway. So, good look at Andy Kelly. Here's the kickoff. Carpenter off the netting. Tries it again up the middle, and once again, very lucky to get beyond the 10-yard line.
But great special teams tonight by the Arizona Rattlers, huh? Really kept Carpenter in check and returning those kicks.
Yeah, they've done it all night long. Inside a minute to go in the third quarter, and it's 45-28. Well, as a defensive back in arena football, if you can't get over getting beat, you're going to have a tough time playing the position.
If you let it stay with you, you will, because, I mean, this is different than the big game. I mean, there are going to be 50, 60 points scored. I mean, this is more like basketball. You have got to be able to put it behind you.
And now, well, there was an interesting thing. Andy Kelly jumped into the line of scrimmage. Then an official jumped in.
Timeout. Detroit. First charge, timeout.
There was I think Matt Kinley was late getting into the line of scrimmage, and that may have fouled things up. But as Jim and I were talking about the situation of getting burned in this league, Ron Carpenter spoke about that. He's a veteran player, has made a lot of good plays, but he's been beaten too, and he says, you know, you just got to deal with it.
It's tough in the game just because there's so many points scored. So you basically have to have amnesia and forget about everything in order to be able to move on. In the outdoor game, the score might be 14-7, and you may have to forget about one play.
And right now, the Fury have to work on Kelly Snell, who has been torched by Chris Horn tonight. And just get his head back up, get back in the game, say, hey, you got to get after him, and you got to get him mentally ready to go out and play again, because you got to keep him keep him advised that this game is not over. You will make a play as it goes forward.
Kelly flings one out there, and it is caught up across the 23-yard line. Good grab there by Herman Bell, the rookie out of Jacksonville State.
There's a good touch pass by Kelly, too. He had to drop that one in over a defender and let Bell run under it, and he did it.
Herman Bell was a wide receiver at Jacksonville State, and sometimes your wide receiver DBs were either DBs or they were wide receivers. So you check to see which one will switch. That was the final play of the third quarter here at America West, and things are not going well for the Fury. They trail 45-28, but a full quarter coming up. So stay with us.
Ladies, you know, the ocean has many voices, and it's saying, why don't you two join this handsome gentleman for a Bud Light? All right, that's what I thought.
I gotta try that. Ladies, it's the ocean, and it's telling me...
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Thanks.
Sure.
What's the matter?
I got a flat.
I'll fix it.
No way.
Why not?
Are you an ASE certified mechanic?
No.
You got Kelly, Goodyear, and Michelin in stock?
No.
What gives? I don't want no-name tires between me and the road. I'm going to Bell Tire.
There's just one place to go for name brand tires at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Bell Tire, Bell Tire. Where do they learn to talk like that?
Bell Tire.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now, KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by today and get a 2-piece extra crispy leg and thigh deal with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit for only $1.99. Or get a 10-piece bucket of extra crispy for only $7.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
Coming up after the game on your Detroit Sports Report, the Wings are ready to put together a blue streak. We'll wrap it up afterwards. Alan Trammell and the Tigers are looking for their second straight win in Lakeland, and the Spartans keep pushing for the tournament. All that after the game.
ACC basketball. Steve Blake and Maryland gear up for the madness as they throw down against Virginia. This week on Fox Sports Net.
We start the fourth quarter, 45-28 Arizona. Start earning valuable rewards at your next event with MyPal, the free rewards program. At the end of the Fury season, MyPal will give away a Grand Blanc Travel all-inclusive trip for two to the luxurious Windjammer Landing Villa Resort in St. Lucia with round-trip air from U.S. Airways. Sign up free for MyPal at your next event or at palacenet.com. That wouldn't be a bad spot, would it?
Not at all.
So the Fury in a big hole here. Andy Kelly has passed for 217 yards, 4 touchdowns, but he's been intercepted twice tonight. Oops. And contact. Like the Rattlers jumped offside. They came in the most penalized team in the AFL.
Encroachment, unabated to the quarterback, number 91 on the defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Mr. McCabe. Well, it is not impossible, certainly, in arena football to come back from a 45-28 deficit. So anything can happen. But the Fury got to find an answer for Chris Horn.
Yeah, he has been the best player on the field tonight, both teams, clearly.
Well, there's Andy Kelly's numbers on the night. Again, those 2 interceptions really stick out like a sore thumb. Kelly with good protection fires over the top in between a seam there, and it is incomplete. Trying to get it into Herman Bell.
One thing you would say about the Fury tonight, the protection up front has been very good. Kelly has not had too much pressure.
Kelly has yet to pass for 300 yards in a game. His closest last week against Tampa Bay at 297 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 interception. 2nd down and 10. Kelly going for it all for Marcus Nash, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. Marcus Nash, who scored the first touchdown of the night, comes back with the first one here in the fourth quarter.
Well, of course, Nash, we've talked about it, a former first-rounder in the NFL. Big, quick, and Calvin Hunter's having the same kind of night Kelly Snell is for the Fury. Just can't stay with him. The key is great protection, but then the touch pass with a lot of trajectory on it allows Nash to run underneath it, and the Fury just jump right back in it. The defense is going to have to turn it around and get a stop.
Nash averaging over 20 yards a reception tonight. That is his 4th catch. 2 of them have been for touchdowns. So the Tennessee connection comes to fruition for the Detroit Fury. They're back within 10.
Street. It's about excitement and winning the town. 4 dealers do it, giving you more around. Living is good when you go for the best. You gotta think for it first, forget all the rest. With Metro Detroit 4 dealers.
party. Join us in the celebration. See Bear from the Utah Jazz along with the Sonic Squatch and G-Wiz from Washington. Houston is sending its own clutch, and High Flying Boomer will be here from Indiana. Go to work with the Pistons this Sunday as they take on the Golden State Warriors. Plus, get your picture taken with the Piston on Fifth Third Bank Photo Sunday. All fans in attendance will receive a Hooper action poster courtesy of Sprint. Receive a buy one, get one free ticket coupon when you bring in a new kid's book. Doors will open at 4:30. Call 248-377-0100 or log on to pistons.com.
When injuries occur on the field or on the job, call the St. John Macomb Hospital team in Warren into action for you. We have assembled an experienced, caring team of orthopedic surgeons and other healthcare professionals and state-of-the-art diagnostics and treatment facilities to focus on one goal, getting you back to work or play quickly and safely. To call the St. John Macomb Hospital team into action, call the St. John Physician Finder.
The Fury back to within 10 with 13:39 to play in this one. The key is separation. When receivers can separate from defensive backs. Look at Nash. That separation of 2 yards, really when he made his break, Hunter had decent coverage, but he got 2 and 3 yards of separation, and that's what great receivers can do when they get in the open field.
3-year starter at Tennessee, second on the school's all-time receptions and touchdowns list, and another one of those touchback kicks that go off of the railing. Fans authentic Detroit Pistons, Fury, and Shock merchandise currently available at palacenet.com or any Palace locker room stores. Pick up your authentic merchandise today. And you'll be very happy you did.
There's that overhang again. And when that ball hits the net and bounces off of there, it's a dead ball and you get the ball at the 5-yard line. The idea of this football game, the Arena League game, was those nets were in play.
Oh, absolutely.
And it created a lot of fun for special teams plays off the net. That configuration doesn't allow for it.
Cedric Bonner going for it. Oh, deep one, incomplete, just beyond his grasp as Bonner passed 24,000 career passing yards tonight. Only the 3rd AFL quarterback ever to do that. Of course, Andy Kelly went past 25,000 last week.
Oh, this is just a straight streak route. Gatewood runs right down, and Bell has got coverage, and Bonner wanted to go deep, and we told you before that they're fairly patient, and they pick their spots to go deep. They feel that Bell is a guy that they can get behind with a speed guy. Gatewood got behind him, but Bonner overthrew it.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. The Rattlers by 10, 45-35, still a lot of time to go. Lucky Cooper in motion. He's a receiver, and he is wrapped up across the 16-17-yard line. Bell got in there. Herman Bell to make the stop.
Hunky Cooper is 5'9", 190, but the thing about him, he plays bigger. I mean, you saw that play where he took on Bell. Bell is 5'9", about 185. And look at Cooper. He turns and he looks for contact and just bowls Bell over, and basically they're the same size. But Hunky Cooper, you can see, plays bigger.
2-time AFL Ironman of the Year. His contract up after this season as Marcus Nash again knocks down his 2nd pass of the night. And it will be interesting to see if they re-sign Hunky Cooper. He said he would like to continue playing here, and he's in his 11th season out of UNLV.
Well, that's 3 straight plays that they have picked on Bell. The long ball incomplete, then the pass to Cooper underneath, and then the 3rd one again incomplete, knocked down by Marcus Nash. Got a little bit of an injury problem, I think, for the Fury.
Yeah, John McCall.
Yeah, he's coming off the field.
2nd time he's been nicked up tonight. Former Troy high schooler. Good to see the local kids work their way into professional football. John's brother, by the way, is helping out the Fury. He's kind of an assistant manager on the team.
Wait, did you see that? Eric Herron getting his left arm pulled by Marcus Nash. That's one of those situations where he's got a little bit of a tweak, maybe a shoulder problem where it doesn't feel right.
Oh.
So he turns to Marcus Nash and says, just give it a jerk, kind of straighten it out. Marcus Nash says, sure, anything you say.
Dr. Marcus Nash.
Dr. Marcus Nash.
Yeah.
Talk about how they do it in a MASH unit. There you are.
That was apparently it. Oh, my goodness. So 11:07 as we rewind the clock, set to go, second down and 10. Arizona at their 17-yard line, leading by 10. Flags down. Bonner looking around. Lofts one up the sideline. Hunky Cooper with a one-handed catch. And a flag downfield as well.
And that will be holding against Bell. That's a great play by Cooper.
Well, I'll say.
Made a one-handed catch, and he was being held down the sideline. It was going to be an offsides against the Fury anyway. But this is just a great play. And tell me that the Arizona Rattlers haven't just zeroed in on Herman Bell over there. That's the 4th time in a row they've gone after him.
There were 2 fouls on the play. Offside, defense on the middleman, pass interference, number 10 on the defense. Both penalties are declined. The result of the play is a first down.
We'll take that.
Bonner has nowhere to go, and he just says, I'm going to go pick on number 10. There's the hold, and then with one hand, Cooper is able to bring that thing in. Look at that, one-handed catch. Bell all over him, but boy, they sure have picked on Bell, and this is a play where you're in the red zone now. If you're Arizona, you're thinking about running that ball. You got Cooper as your fullback.
First and goal, and Hunky Cooper gets the call off the left side. Did not get into the end zone. He tried to take one in. He had a game already this year where he did that.
You know, Cooper made so many plays in that drive. You just figure if he's in there at fullback, you know, Danny White's going to get him the opportunity to get the score. Just a pitch sweep. Cooper turns it upfield. Notice how he also grabs the ball with both hands. That's a veteran guy. Understands the importance of ball security and the goal line. As soon as he turned upfield and got into any kind of traffic, both hands went on the ball.
So the handoff, and Bo Kelly will take it in without anyone getting close to it. That was very, very easy. So Arizona really playing well tonight, and there is a flag down. Bo Kelly, his second rushing touchdown if it holds up.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 68 on the defense.
Rubio
he removed his helmet. Penalty will be half the distance to the goal. Will attempt to try.
Rubio took his helmet off to get after his guys to say play tougher, and you can't do that. The minute you take your helmet off on the field of play, you're going to get called. Meanwhile, Kelly made an easy go of it into the end zone as they overloaded to the right and basically ran the running play to the left. And the Fury didn't adjust back out to it.
So 9.5 minutes to go, and it is 51-35. Arizona firing on all cylinders here tonight. Now the extra point by Garner. Ooh, missed it. Yanked it. Came over the top a little bit. So offensively things are going well, but the Fury defense cannot slow up the Arizona Rattlers.
And now the toughest leg of the strongman competition, Norm, the Bud Light Industrial Fridge Pull.
Jim, that's 1,000 pounds of pure hernia that they'll try to drag across.
Sorry to interrupt, Norm, but it looks like a fan from the stands has stolen the Bud Light. Oh! A huge hit from out of nowhere. And this guy's got the foot speed to take this thing all the way. Oh, man!
Coming, bro!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Okay, who's the hero?
Make it a Bud Light.
There are moments in our lives that give us pride, hope, and promise for the future. That's why at TNC Federal Credit Union, our business isn't just about money. It's about people. TNC Federal Credit Union, serving all people who live or work in Oakland County.
When my brother needed new tires, I tried to help him out, but he said, what do you know, you're just a girl. Real mature. So he got stuck with some no-name cheapo tires from a discount tire place. Real smart.
Don't be fooled by discounts. At Bell Tire, get the name brands you want. Names like Goodyear, Michelin, Kelly, and more at the guaranteed lowest out-the-door prices every day.
Bill, I know I'm just a girl, but next time, make sure there's a spare in the trunk.
Bell Tire.
Back at America West Arena, where the Arizona Rattlers just 1-2 on their home field, but tonight they are playing extremely well, leading 51-35.
The difference is 2 scores, Mark, and those are those 2 interceptions that Kelly threw for the Fury. While the Fury were going in 4 scores, turned it over twice. That's the difference in the game.
See if the Fury can get a kick return. They have been held in check all night long. Ron Carpenter has not been able to get much beyond the 15-yard line. High, shorter kick. Good field by Carpenter. Up the left side he comes. Trying to weave his way through, and once again, about the 15-yard line. So somewhere between 10 and 15 all night long.
And that's 10 below the average for Carpenter. So there's been an emphasis by Arizona on the special teams kick coverage, and they have executed nicely tonight.
Still time, 8:40, but in arena football, that clock ticks a lot more than it does in the 11-man game. Andy Kelly has run the hard count as he completes the pass to Ty Grotstein down to the Arizona 21-yard line. Looked like the hard count got Arizona to jump. And if so, of course, the Fury will decline the penalty. Discussing the options with Bill McCabe, our referee tonight.
With an illegal formation, shading on the nose guard, on the defense, the penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
All right. And that's one of the rules of arena football. If you're a nose guard, you got to line up on the nose of the center. You can't line up on the left shoulder, right shoulder. You got to line up on his nose. And the umpire, standing right behind the defensive line, is the guy that calls that. See how he's here? He's over his shoulder. And that is illegal. They call that illegal formation.
Kelly off his back foot, throwing for Bailey. Contact. That should be interference.
Yep. Ricky Parker got a piece of him. We've got a Detroit Fury player down hurt too, one of the big guys up front.
Pass interference, number 20 on the defense, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I believe it's Angel Rubio who is, Angel Rubio who is down there looking at his right ankle.
Take a look at Ricky Parker as they work on Rubio. Here's Bailey in motion. He's behind the defense, and there's Parker getting a piece of him prior to the ball arriving while it's in the air. That's a for sure interference, and the Fury will get a break and have an opportunity to get back in it again.
$1,600. And you have ticket number 832705.
Coming up after the game on your Detroit Sports Report, the captain isn't ready to relinquish his title just yet. Michigan prepares to say goodbye to Lavelle Blanchard and wrap up a terrific season. And Terry Foster says prepare for Jesse and Johnny. All that after the game.
College hockey's best is on Fox Sports Net. Two teams with high hopes for the playoffs. Michigan gears up for a rumble against conference rival Ohio State. Tomorrow at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
Dish On Demand Pay-Per-View brings you the WWE Six-Pack. Get 6 WWE pay-per-view events for the price of 5, starting with the biggest spectacle of them all, WrestleMania. Get the first 5 events for $179.95 or 3 easy payments of $59.99, and you'll receive SummerSlam absolutely free. To order, call 1-800-333-DISH. That's 1-800-333-3474. Order before WrestleMania 19 on March 30th. It's the WWE Six-Pack on Dish Network.
In North Dakota, the adventures are legendary, and so is the fun. Take up the trail of America's greatest legends to the adventure of a lifetime. Call for a free travel guide packed with ideas on exciting things to do and great places to stay. And make your own legend in North Dakota.
Angel Rubio hurt for the Fury, and it comes right here. Watch down here. He gets rolled up on, and that's what causes the ankle injury to Rubio as we go back to action.
And Thomas Bailey on the end of the toss, another flag down. As Andy Kelly comes over to Tom Luganville, the offensive coordinator. Interesting fella. We're talking to him about a good friend of ours, Dave Levy, the former assistant of the Lions.
Encroachment, second neutral zone. Linebacker was encroaching. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
We talk about old Lev, who was with Al Luganville over in, well, with the XFL, and also over in Amsterdam. And they tried to get Lev to come and join the Detroit Fury coaching staff. Lev's one of the great guys.
He really is. He's a character.
First down and goal to go at the 7-yard line. Kelly, and what a play defensively. Gatewood jumping up and knocking that one down. A terrific play.
That time Gatewood was beaten, but used his athletic ability and got up in the air to get a piece of that football. Watch Kelly. He knows he's got him. Thought he put enough air under it, but Gatewood gets up and gets a hand on it.
Gatewood's got pretty good size, a little over 6 foot. Second down, goal to go. Clock ticking at 7 minutes, 51-35 Arizona. Pump fake. Now Kelly slings it again. And this time caught by Ty Grovestein, the go-to man here. Huh?
Well, yeah, that play is the old fade stop that, NFL teams use, where you get a receiver who really forces the defender back into the end zone, and he turns his back to the quarterback, and then the receiver stops, and they underthrow it. Watch Kelly. He'll throw this ball short of Grovestein, and Grovestein comes back for it. He had Gatewood's back turned to the ball and never really read it. And here the Fury now will go for 2 after the touchdown.
The fan tried to steal that ball away from him. As they go for 2, Kelly looking around, fires. Oh, look. Incomplete as Kaiser goes right into the boards. That's what Marcus Nash was talking about. Hitting those boards. Those boards are tough to get used to. Well, 51-41, Jim.
Wow, here's the touchdown again. Or is this the 2-point conversion? Yeah, this is the 2-point conversion. Try to go to Kaiser. And Kaiser, of course, ball thrown high because Kelly's got to get it over the line of scrimmage. And Kaiser goes over to the side, and watch this. He gets shoved right into the boards, and that's what arena football is all about. If you're a receiver, you got to get used to the fact that when you go up near the sidelines, you don't run out of bounds. You run into a retaining wall.
Well, the Pistons return to action Sunday night when they host, Earl Boykins and Jason Richardson and company, the Golden State Warriors. Coverage begins with the Pistons Insiders Sunday at 5:30 here on Fox Sports Net. Pistons have righted the ship, back in first place as a spot to be. Carlisle doing a great job with that Piston basketball team.
And you might wonder, the Fury going for 2, Mark, what the situation was. Why do you do that? Sometimes people ask. In arena ball, you can go for 2 points. And the thing is, because of the missed extra point by Arizona, the touchdown by the Fury put them to within 10. So if they get the 2 points, they're only 8 down, which is just 1 touchdown and 1 2-point conversion away from tying it up. That's why they did it.
Well, now they've got to try to corral Mr. Horn back deep, who has had a huge night. 5 touchdowns, 1 on a return.
Well, the question is, will Lotterette this time try to knuckleball that ball down there? They tried once, and Pace hurt him.
6:13 to go. Still time to win this football game. High end over end kick. It's going to come off the netting. Oh, that's a tough one to handle. Horn having trouble, picks it up at the goal line, ggets out left side, and this time they corral him. That was a great kick.
It's exactly what you want on a kickoff. Somewhere low on the net, right near the lower bar. So if the ball comes off and catches a piece of it, it takes an odd bounce very close to the return man. If he gets a piece of the ball, watch this. See how low it comes down? It hit him. That's a live ball now. The Fury can cover it. Horn has to go down, get it, try to get back upfield. Fury did a good job.
Cedric Bonner to throw, and he completes it to Horn again up near the 19-yard line.
The Fury defensively playing right into the hands of Arizona. The dink and dunk game.
I was going to ask you, Jim, do you think with the time rolling down, we're now 5:19 and ticking, will they continue just kind of dink and dunk and eat the clock up?
It depends, I think, if the Fury give them the underneath stuff and allow them to have that cushion. I think the Arizona Rattlers are going to do it all night long. The Fury are at a point now where they're going to have to take some chances defensively.
2nd down and 1. What a turnover. That'd be nice. Bonner flings one, and it is incomplete to Chris Horn.
So that time Bonner had to step up from some pressure. That's the other thing that would help if they got good pass pressure on Bonner.
Well, Horn has been his man tonight, no question. 4 touchdown catches.
Well, the one thing I'm a little surprised at, you see the pressure forces Bonner up, really moving his feet. He isn't able to be as accurate. Here's Horn just turning again. See the cushion? Cushion, he was given 4 or 5 yards there. And they're going to turn around and throw pitch and catch right in front of that defender. But because of the pressure forcing Bonner up in the pocket, he threw inaccurately because he was moving his feet.
Meantime, referee Bill McCabe over on the Fury bench, discussing something. The play held up with 4:39 to go, and now Bill McCabe coming over to speak to Danny White about whatever the heck is going on. Any guesses? (51-41), Arizona with the lead. You're not going to guess, huh?
I'm a little surprised they haven't gone at Bell. Bell is still out there playing that left corner.
Motion man again is Horn. And they hand off inside, and that ball is knocked loose, but they're going to rule it down. So that one didn't go anywhere, but again, the clock continues to tick. It's 4th down coming up. Interesting call. 4th down and 1.
This is big. I mean, this is huge. Because 3:50 to play, that's a lot of time in arena football. Yeah, you got to get a stop. This is up to the Fury.
Yeah, you can strike quickly in this league. One play. Fury have already done it tonight. Pump fake. Bonner down the right sideline, and that's going to be another interference call on Herman Bell.
Now, again, I told you earlier, I thought that they hadn't picked on him, and they did the previous series the entire way. Here they go with a stop and go.
Pass interference, number 10 on the defense, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Tom Pace is the receiver here. And he runs down, and Bell does a good job because he knows it's short yardage. So he jumps up on him. And then Pace turns and goes downfield. He gets behind Bell, and Bell is forced to turn with his back to the ball. Never saw the ball coming and interfered with Pace deep. And that gives a new set of downs to Arizona.
Yeah, if Bell had been aware enough to turn around, it would not have been. He probably would have had an interception. That is a huge penalty. Moves it down to the Detroit 21-yard line with 3:17 and ticking. Toss left side, they run it. Trying to eat up some clock. But I think at this point, Danny White is being very conservative.
Yeah. Well, he's got a 10-point lead. He's got a 2-possession game. He wants to burn clock. I mean, if it were a 1-possession game, I don't think he'd do this. I think he'd be a little bit more aggressive. But he wants to burn clock and then force the Fury to take their timeouts. They've only got 2 left. They used one earlier, remember when Kelly called it? So Fury in kind of a world of hurt unless they can get a turnover or something here.
Frank Trinidou, the ball carrier that time, as Cedric Bonner back to throw, wants it all, and it is bobbled incomplete, trying to get it out to the rookie Tom Pace out of Arizona State, local product.
Well, they went after Bell again, didn't they?
Yes, they did, all night long. And as we talked about with Ron Carpenter early on, these are games you just got to forget about.
Yeah. You see Pace running down. Now watch Bell coming in. He makes a nice play. He gets turned around, but then gets his back to the ball. See, he gets his eyes up and at least gets a hand in the vision of Pace because it makes it a very tough catch.
Meantime, the Fury called a timeout with 2:10 to go. Let's take a look at our bell ringer hit of the game, brought to you by Bell Tire.
Now this is a hit where Hunky Cooper, we told you, was one of the really heart and soul guys. Watch him against Bell. Both guys about the same size, and yet Hunky Cooper delivers the blow. And that is our bell ringer hit of the game.
Very good there, Mr. Brandstatter.
Thank you. I'm a broadcast professional, you know.
I heard that rumor.
It is a vicious rumor.
So barring some good things happening to the Fury, they danger of slipping to 3-3, and of course the Rattlers would improve to 3-3.
Right. Well, they've got them 3rd and long now, and they've used the 1 timeout. So they got 1 left. The big key here is you got to stop them. You can't let them have any more first downs because you're burning your timeouts. You have got to be able to get the stop here on this possession and allow no points.
Cedric Bonner with 5 TD passes flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left side. And the pass is caught at about the 14-yard line. Tom Pace got over there to make the catch.
The Bell again on the coverage. We've got a flag, and it's against Arizona.
So a costly penalty coming up here.
That's going to give
holding,
the 3rd down over.
Offense number 2, 10-yard penalty. Repeat the 3rd down.
Well, Bo Kelly, the fullback, party that time.
Working against Rupert Grant. Watch him come in there. Grant has him free. Now look at that left arm. Got right out there, grabbed the jersey. Bonner was bailing out of the pocket. But clearly a hold on Kelly, and it pushes Arizona back.
Clock rolling with 1:50 to go. 3rd down and 23 now for the Rattlers. Horn in motion. Rolling to the left is Bonner. Now throws back across, and they had it set up so well, but the pass goes incomplete.
Boy, talk about a play, huh?
Yep,
Danny
Ryan
White
Henderson.
reached in. Yeah, Danny White reached into his bag of tricks. That was a tight end screen where Bonner bails out of the pocket.
Passer number 11. He hit him at the head. 10-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Oh, we penalty at the end of the play.
It was on Grovestein. Oh, that's the game. That 1st down is the game. Now Bonner is out of the pocket. Ball goes away, and came up with a left hand. And Grovestein knows better than that. And having been a quarterback, well, Luganville just got to be just beside himself, because that's just a mental error.
With 1:30 to go, that might be the final dagger there.
Well, there's the 1st down does it. You got 3 more downs. The Fury only have 1 more timeout. You're down 10. When you needed to get the ball back, and you use that timeout, you try to score quickly, and then hope late that you can make a play defensively and turn the thing around. But you had to get to within 1 possession. There's still 2 possessions down, and by giving that 1st down away, just murders any realistic chances they may have had.
Cedric Bonner throws, and Horn, why not, capping off what has been a brilliant night for him. Picks up a 1st down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line with 1:03 to go. Fury will take their timeout.
Well, they might as well use them all because they get one at the 1 minute mark. There's Horn.
We've said his name enough tonight, haven't we?
Didn't we? Kelly Snell there on coverage. Now, two guys that have had coverage problems tonight have been Snell and Bell. Luganville very, very upset with the officiating. And I'm not sure he likes the call on Ty Grobstein on the blow to the head with the left hand. But guys worked hard, done a great job with this team. Gotten them back to 3-2 after a terrible year last year. He rebuilt this entire team, basically an expansion franchise, and now Luganville has them at this point coming into this game, week 5 of the season, in a tie for first place with Buffalo in the Eastern Division. Now he returns home for some football games. He's been very competitive against some of the best in the league, like Tampa a week ago. Beat Dallas at home on national television. So he's got this thing going in the right direction. And with Andy Kelly taking a little bit better care of the football, I think, Mark, this is a pretty good football team in arena football. And the league is so equal. There's such parity in this league. Every time you tee it up, you got a shot to win. And Luganville has put himself in that position with the kind of team he has fielded this season.
Al said he doesn't mind the building and the fact he may have to turn this roster over and going to get the job done. They'll run one. Kelly dodging tacklers, taking it down. I don't believe he got in. No, they're going to run him down at the 1 yard line, but that seals the deal there.
Yep.
If it hadn't already been sealed. So 54 seconds remaining. So we're inside 1 minute.
You're on your way to a better day when you think Ford first. Quality is the reason, and you get the best. Working hard to give you more, cause you want nothing less. Get to one, your number one Ford dealers. Everyone's got that winning Ford fever. Your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Can it get any better than this? A complete hot and fresh meal that you don't have to cook? A real meal with tender, slow-cooked chicken, real home-style sides, and flaky oven-baked biscuits. Can it get any better? It just did. Because right now, KFC has great meals at a really great price. Stop by today and get a 2-piece extra crispy leg and thigh deal with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit for only $1.99. Or get a 10-piece bucket of extra crispy for only $7.99. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Come to where the real meal value is. KFC.
Back at America West, it is second down and goal to go for the Arizona Rattlers. 51-41 with 25 seconds to go. And a fumble of the snap by Cedric Bonner. And Bonner, I believe, made the recovery, but Al Luganville, meantime, is going crazy on the far side of the field. He is very upset about something. So the frustration level has hit a peak for Mr. Luganville.
I'm not sure what he was up. Well, the key is the ball has to move forward in this game in the last minute in order for the clock to run. If you lose yardage, you're an offensive team. The clock stops. And that's why the clock will not run. You've got to get positive yardage. And the Fury, of course, with no timeouts left, basically they just run a play, try to get a yard, and if they do, they'll let the clock run out.
19 seconds to go, so Arizona going to win this thing.
Oh, they're going to call timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
Talk about extending the inevitable.
Timeout. Arizona, second charge timeout.
So Cedric Bonner taking the timeout. All of this is very academic. And Al Luganville now has come all the way out of the field to get after his team a little bit.
I think his key is, he's just telling him, he said, Ben, you got to play hard and keep playing hard till the final gun. More than anything, this is a message to his guys that, you know, if you're going to play for the Detroit Fury and a team coached by Al Luganville, you're going to play right till the final gun.
And you know, the great example that you said about, you know, many fans may wonder, well, why don't they just take a knee? Well,
yeah,
they can't.
They can't.
They can't.
You don't take a knee in arena football because if you don't make positive yardage,
the clock doesn't run.
The clock doesn't run, so you cannot run out the clock. Now, the thing you may do here, you could go back and throw a pass.
Yeah, just dump off a little pass.
Or throw it in the air, and the clock will run. It'll stop as it's incomplete.
And now home, my goodness. We had the jailbreak there.
Well, the thing is, this Bonner turned around to say something to his offensive backfield. And I think that's a false start offense.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 94 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
Well, at some point, we will end this game.
Look at that flag. Winds up in the face mask of the center.
You know.
And that's a dangerous thing. Remember, they changed that rule when one of the Cleveland offensive linemen, an actual beanbag referee, threw a flag. It hit him in the eye and caused serious damage to the eye. And he was suing the league, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
They since changed what they put in the end of the referees' penalty flags, too.
Well, now we'll try another play here. Cedric Bonner back to throw, sidearms one, and almost intercepted by Eric Heron. 15 seconds to go.
I tell you, that was, you know what? That was dangerous. See how that could turn. If Heron intercepts that and goes the distance, think about how dangerous that pass was. If Heron takes this back, intercepts it, goes the distance, they're down 3 and kicking off. They get a field goal, or they get an onside kick, which Arizona did a week ago. Got an onside kick against Dallas in overtime. They get that kick, a field goal. They tie it up with less than 19 seconds left.
Meantime,
but that could be a scenario.
Yep, fourth down coming up. Into the end zone for Horn, and it is overthrown with 12 seconds to go. So the Fury, unbelievably, will get the football back.
Sure will. And again, I think that's what Al Luganville was yelling at his guys, to continue to play hard, that it's not over, to keep after it, keep your head up. Now you've got to get a quick score, obviously. You've only got 12 seconds and no timeout, so everything has to be run down by the sideline. If you're in bounds, if you are short of a touchdown. Because in arena ball, the last minute of each half, if you run out of bounds, the clock stops. Before that, it doesn't.
No timeouts. Andy Kelly back to throw. And he'll go over the middle. That is caught there by Bell. And he gets out of bounds with 5 seconds to go.
Well, this is just a crossing here. The big thing is, Arizona here just does not want to get beat deep. So they're playing basically a big umbrella with a lot of guys deep. They got Gatewood back there just playing center field, saying, hey, just don't let anybody get behind you. We're 2 scores ahead. So the big thing you can't do is allow a quick score. And that's what Gatewood did. Just played to middle center field deep. Didn't let anybody get behind you.
1st and 10, final 5 seconds. Kelly unloads one, and Gatewood intercepts it for the final play of the game. So the Arizona Rattlers even their record at 3-3. The Detroit Fury dropped to 3-3. The early turnovers hurt the Detroit Fury in this football game, got them down early. When we come back, we will wrap things up from America West, where the Rattlers win it 51-41.